I thought, I didn't know.
Like, so anyway, 2020, I got my job, worked there for a year, and early 2022, I knew I was dangerous.
Ladies and gentlemen, the podcast you have all been waiting for, the main event of the evening. Weighing in at a solid 420 pounds with a reach of 69 inches. And no, ladies, we are not talking about his reach with the arms. We are talking about the reach with his third leg. Raining all the way from New Delhi, India, Rohan the Hotter Television.
Let's go. Let's go, boys.
The professional businessman, we have him in the building. Let's go. He's grown a beard. He's a full stinking man.
This is the #1 most requested episode of all time, and it's not even close. From episode 1 all the way till now, every single podcast, people are commenting, RTV, RohanTV, the Hutter.
You gotta get RohanTV on the podcast.
Where have you been? Even in the main channel videos, people are asking, where have you been, RTV? And today, I think we got to answer some of those questions, guys. This guy's a legend right here. If you've been subscribed to our main channel for so long, then you guys know he has been with us since the beginning. We would not be here without this man, honestly.
Let's take it back. Let's take it back to the beginning where this relationship even started.
Let's go for it. Let's go.
You go ahead, take it there, because you and RTV, you guys were the first two to meet.
Dude, so this is taking it way back. We're about to tell some stories that have never been seen before on the internet. But me and RTV go back to, what? When did we know each other? Even elementary school, no?
Yeah,
but not
elementary
really.
school, like park. We went to the same park. Our moms, shout out to all the moms out there. I think they got the kids together at some park. It was in your neighborhood, and I think I saw you there a couple times.
Yeah, we would go to the park because it was like the local place. Everyone would go. And people would play like flag football, basketball, a bunch of random stuff. Rohan always beat me in everything.
Yeah, but
he was always a little bit better.
Yeah, but we weren't really like
We were just kids.
boys. We were just like buds.
Yeah, we were definitely weren't
Acquaintances.
boys.
Y'all saw each other at the park.
But we never hung out outside of the park. So then that was like during elementary school.
Yep.
Then I remember we went to the same middle school, Safety Harbor Middle School. Shout out to Safety Harbor.
Yep.
Oh shoot, I went there too.
Yep.
Let's go.
Shout out
Hey,
to
me too.
Let's
We
go.
all went there.
That's
We all
how,
did.
bro. That's literally how I know you guys too, from Rohan.
Yes, and we'll get into that too. So basically in middle school, Rohan and I still weren't really like friends, honestly. We just like knew of each other. And one day I think we had track tryouts, right?
Right. Track tryouts. Yes, sir.
And we were running, and even then we were on the same track team. We both made the track team, and we still weren't friends.
No, I mean we went to the same school, had some classes together, but we weren't like. I wouldn't say Ricky was within my best friend group.
Definitely not.
Just buds, just boys, kind of.
Definitely like walk past, say, yo, what's up, Rohan? But not like ever anything like deep talks. And then I remember we graduated middle school. I went off my separate way to a different high school. Rohan went to a different high school. And you told me the story before. You told me the story before of what you thought happened to me.
Yeah, so I think from where we're from, like you leave middle school and there's probably a handful of high schools that everyone goes to. And when I found out where Ricky went to, I was like, yeah, I have no idea what the hell that is.
It was like a high school where I was taking college class. I got my college degree while I was in high school.
Yeah.
Because I got it like that, boys.
Exactly. And then, so he went to that random school and you were cuffed. And that's pretty much all I knew. I was like, Ricky went somewhere random. All my other buddies went to places I knew. Ricky, probably see you when I'm 50, 60, retired, maybe on the beach.
But were y'all like buds at this point when you guys were going off to high school?
No, I honestly, if I'm being honest, I didn't even think about you.
No,
I'm being honest.
no, definitely not. Not in high school for sure. Definitely not. Yeah.
Definitely not. So he's doing his thing. I'm doing my thing. And I don't even think I saw you for like a couple years until it was it senior year?
Senior year,
Or was it sophomore year?
Senior year,
Junior.
first semester. Senior year, first semester.
Of high school.
Of high school, yeah.
So I remember this happening, and I got to bring it over to NCK, is me and NCK were watching YouTubers, Roman Atwood and FouseyTube, and Rohan watched the same YouTubers. We didn't know this at the time, though. We found out later. And we would watch Roman Atwood, FouseyTube, and one day Roman Atwood was like, yo, if you want to start something, do it now. And I look over to Nick, and I'm like, yo, bro, let's start a YouTube channel. I love making videos. Nick was just a young bud. He was like
I was
13.
I was in like 8th grade.
So I was like, he didn't even really know what he was doing.
No clue.
He was just going along with me because I was the older brother. So I like dragged him along, forced him to film. We filmed the invisible rope prank, our first ever video. This is bringing it way back. And literally, we're filming that video. We film a couple videos, and we were posting them every single week. And then at some point, Nick and I were like, yo, we need help, bro. So I think I called like all of my friends that were my best friends at the time, and Nick called all of his best friends, and literally everyone was always like too busy. Like, oh, I don't got time. I'm sorry. Like, I wish I could help, but everyone denied.
There was a couple, but no one really like consistently was like, yeah, I'm down.
So then one day, I don't even know how this happened. I'm literally scrolling through my phone, like every single contact, calling people, and they're like, yeah, I'm busy right now. And I pull up, and it says RohanTV. Just kidding. It didn't say RohanTV at the time. It was Rohan Coley. So I click it. I call him, and I hadn't spoken to this guy in like years. So it's like kind of weird. And I'm like, yo, bro, like, what are you doing tonight?
Yeah, Ricky's like, I'm down to go shit my pants in Target. You trying to come? Right?
Yeah, basically, we were trying to film like the fake employee in Target.
Fake Target employee.
And I think I gave you a rundown. I'm like, yeah, we kind of like make YouTube videos. You look up the channel, and what, we probably had like 10 subscribers at the time, 20? I don't even
Maybe
know.
hundreds, man.
Maybe 100.
Maybe 100.
But like nothing. And then Rohan was like, yo, it was like a football game you're going to for your high school.
I think it was a Friday night. I was driving home from track practice. And when you hit me up, I was like, oh my God, like, I got to go. I love YouTube. I watch YouTubers every day. That's exactly what I do when I get home. Of course I want to be a part of a YouTube video. That'd be so cool. So, yeah.
So literally we're like, yo, bro, I won't go to the football game. And football games in high school, if you guys don't know.
Like a big deal.
And our high school was good, too, at the time.
Yeah.
Like, we had some top players. Like, we went to state, I think, or regionals. I know Mason might have some more information from where I went.
Oh yeah, no, definitely, bro. Eastlake back in the day was like
we were
the
nice.
school, bro.
And
Like a bunch of the kids like went to like FSU, like UF, Michigan, and like a couple of the dudes are in the league now.
Yeah.
But back in the day, like, bro, college or high school football on a Friday night.
Yeah.
And that's why they call it Friday Night Lights. Like,
Yeah.
if you've ever heard of that term, like,
Yeah.
like high school football was probably the best thing to do on a Friday night, and it's probably like the most popular thing, right?
Yeah, everyone in high school goes. It's like a event that brings everyone together.
Yeah.
If you're not
It's like going out
like,
now.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
It's like now that we're like kind of older, it's high school football on a Friday night is similar to going out and going to the club or going out and drinking on a Friday night now.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
like even more because
yeah.
that's what everyone
Yeah.
in your school is going.
Like I wish I was still in high school, honestly, because I miss those days, bro.
Yeah.
I miss those days. It's
Bold
fun,
statement.
bro. It's fun.
It's a bold statement by the
definitely.
bud.
Bold statement. Bold statement.
No, I would definitely no, bro. If I could go back to high school, like I would totally go back to high school and do everything different.
Hey, man, respect
You'd go
though.
back and do everything different.
A little bit.
I
different.
guess I see what you're saying, kind of.
A little bit different. With sports wise.
We're going off track though.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's
Let's
go
get
back
back to the story of so you were going back to a Friday night football game,
So
right?
he's going
Wait,
to
wait.
Friday night.
Coming home from track practice.
Am I still in 8th grade at this time? Because I went to the same high school as Rohan.
Yeah, you were still in middle school, buddy.
Oh.
Like I think you were next year. You were gonna be in the high school league, but yeah, you were just in Safety Harbor Middle. But so we're bringing it. So I call Rohan. And he's like, "Yo, bro, I'll skip the football game. Let's go film this." And I was like, "What?" For someone to take off of the football game and be like, "Yo, I'm gonna go film with these kids that I haven't seen in years, and they're filming YouTube videos for like 2 people to watch," was pretty cool. And you were like excited too.
Yeah.
You weren't just like, "All right, bro, I guess I'll go." You were like, "Bro, let's go." And I think we literally met up like literally an hour later. I didn't even know that you lived like a couple neighborhoods over from us, like a couple minutes away, bro.
A mile away exactly.
A
Like,
mile.
Yeah, barely over a mile maybe. But yeah.
Like
Very
crazy.
close.
Very
so
close.
I think we met up or we picked you up, and then we drove over to Target and we started filming like the Target employee pranks, doing random crap. Like I said, I pooped my pants. You were like sniffing your butt. You were sniffing. I don't know what you're doing.
I was sniffing people's butts, doing all the weird
Like
stuff.
we were like, oh sure.
Yeah.
What is it like? You guys can watch the video. It's like one of our first videos ever. So funny, but just from that moment, it was like, bro, we were like just best buds. Like
good
there was no real like awkward stage.
No, it was almost
Yeah.
like we were almost picking up where we never even really left off because we didn't really leave it off for anything.
No,
but
there
it
was
was just like
nothing-
an instant connection though. Like
We were all clowns, bro. Like we
Yeah.
had the same like humor, the same energy. We were all just like super hyper and had the same dumb comedy. So then I think we filmed that day and it was good, and we post that and it didn't get any views. So then the next week we do like fake Walmart employee, And Rohan's like, yeah, boys, let's do it again. It was so fun. And we keep doing it for like a couple weeks, and we're just loving it.
Yeah.
And then, right, we were just on a roll.
I think so. We kept on filming with Rohan, I remember.
We were on a roll, but really we weren't on a roll. Like, it wasn't doing good, but it was fun.
It was fun. It was definitely fun with our TV.
I remember when Ricky would post, I would show all the kids on the track team, and I would be showing them the video and laughing so hard. Like, oh my God, look at my friend. Oh, I'm in this video, and I was just laughing so hard. I was just, guys, how do you not find this funny? This is so cool.
They were laughing at us.
They were laughing at us
yeah.
at the fact that we were doing it, right? But it was just so cool to me because, I mean, like you said, started off the podcast with Roman and Fusi. I watched those guys religiously after school, the same way you guys did. When I got home, I had a little iPad mini, put on Fusi, grabbed some sort of snack.
Some Cheez-Its.
See, like, I couldn't do without a snack. So you get a snack, you know, I was like, okay, this is great. YouTube's great. I'm down. It's fun times.
Exactly what we did.
It was too easy.
The only question was, do you watch Fusi first or Roman? And it would go back and forth every day. Sometimes I pick Roman. Sometimes I pick Fusi.
I was Team Fusi.
Fusi first?
Yeah.
Roman, I would best for last.
Team Roman.
Wait, so
There you
when you guys were in high school and you guys were like making these videos, because you went to Eastlake, right? Yeah,
Yep.
It doesn't matter. But anyway, so when you were showing these kids like on the track team, were they like, were they making fun of you because they had like no views? Like, do you think it would change their opinion on you if it had like millions of views or if it had like 0 views?
I think looking back, I don't think anyone was really making fun. Like within my circle, I think more so it was
just in general.
like my circle was more so, yeah, bro, okay, cool. But I know, I mean, there was times where people were like, yeah, screw off.
Actually, that brings me back.
Yeah.
The first night that we filmed the fake Target employee,
Yeah.
we went, after we finished filming, we went to Friday Night Lights, the football game.
Yeah.
And we were walking around, and we wanted to get a couple people to do our outro and say yee with us.
Yeah.
And it was so hard to recruit. Everyone was like, nah, bro, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. And I remember some kids were literally like calling us, like, they were like cussing us out. Like, you guys are clowns, saying, like, what were they doing?
I don't know.
I can't remember, but they were definitely, they were using profanity.
They were clowning us. It's
it's
but imagine you know, ever been on like a bus, like a high school bus?
Yeah.
Like everyone just clowns each other. It was like that, but they were just more like you guys suck. Like, what are you doing?
Like, why are you wasting your time, bro?
Like trying to look cool by making fun of us.
Yeah.
Kinda.
And I think after we got like 2 or 3 people to say yee in the background. We're walking out of the parking lot, and I think we all had like a little chip on our shoulder. We're like, yo, we'll be back and prove to these guys. Like, being those like high school like kids that are like, yo, you know? Like, I think we all had like a little like, yo, we're coming back and we're going to prove to them.
Yeah, I think you said, yeah, we'll see you guys when we're at 1 million subs or something. Like,
I would always say
remember
that.
someone made that comment.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then we keep going, and then one day we have this idea. We're like, yo, bro, let's stay overnight in Target. And we're telling the idea. We tell it to Rohan and one of my best friends at the time, Zane. And Zane's 100% down, ready to go. Because everyone was doing fake overnight challenges. We're like, bro, those are getting millions of views. If we do a real one, it's over. So we tell Rohan, and then Rohan was like so down, but Rohan's dad wasn't about it.
Wasn't about it. And that's pretty much all there is to say. He wasn't about it. I think I went in before you guys went in, kind of made sure there wasn't any diarrhea in the fort that we ended up building, basically. And then my dad was like, dude, where are you at? And I told him, I'm at Target. I'm about to sleep in here. And he just basically said no.
He's like, you know how illegal that is? You're going to get in trouble.
Yeah,
You can't ruin the rest of your future.
Exactly.
Yeah, what did he say when you told him you were spending the night in Target?
I think in the back of my mind, too, I was basically thinking, I want to do this. But he was basically just said no.
Like, no, Rohan,
and
you know,
even me, I
makes
like,
sense, though.
Like, I don't know, long term, and honestly, I mean, looking back, yeah, great idea not to go in there, honestly. Like, great, phenomenal idea to not go in there, honestly, because I think even when you guys, and this is a little far down the road, I think you and Zane had to not even come in contact. So even after the fact, we were still able to make videos.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
or
true.
something. So
Yeah,
it worked out well.
crazy.
You didn't end up going in the Target, but you were still, or like a part of the video. You're still in the video too.
Yeah.
But maybe not. You didn't spend the night, but it all worked out. It
You're
all
like
worked out.
outside. You're like the outside scout.
Yeah,
I brought
yeah,
a different
yeah.
element to the. Yeah, bro. It was so
was
key.
good.
It was. Looking back, it was like, were you about to risk your future for someone else's channel to get a couple hundred views? Because we were getting like maybe a couple hundred.
Yeah.
And I remember we posted the video. First day, it goes up, and I think it hit 1,000 views in one day. And dude, I was going crazy. That was our most viewed video, and it happened in one day. 1,000 views was going crazy. I walk into school the next day, it was at 5,000, and people around my school were like, "Yo, they got 5,000 views, bro. Like it was like popping off.
Yeah.
And I literally think the third day it like had to hit like trending or like the For You page, and it hit 1 million on the third day. I specifically remember that. And ever since then, we all never looked back, bro.
Dude, after that, it was history. I mean, you guys were doing numbers that put you in the top 10 of like trending YouTubers.
Yeah, like
growth.
fastest growing YouTubers. Like we were above like Dude Perfect, above PewDiePie,
Really?
above like
Yeah, it was
all these
crazy for a
channels.
period.
What was going through your mind when you guys like hit like when you guys hit that 1 million views? Like, what was going on in your head? Like when you like first did that? Like, what was your thoughts?
Bro, it was
I've never asked you this.
It was like a dream. It was like, bro, imagine it was like a dream come true, literally, because we were making videos for like 2 years before that, like 2 years leading up to that. And it wasn't like an overnight, ironically, it wasn't an overnight success, even though we did like an overnight challenge. It was like so many videos, so much time. And then when it happened, it was like, yo, this is crazy. And it was just such a high, bro. Like we just rode the high for like years, I feel like. And you know what I mean?
Oh,
it was
dude.
like,
But I feel like what we did good was once that popped off, like we could have been like, oh, that popped off, like, yo, and then just been like, yo,
Yeah.
cool, we got a viral video.
And
just
got
been like-
comfortable.
yeah, just been like, oh, we got a viral video. Let's go. That was a cool moment in time. That's it. But then we were all just kept on going, and Rohan was super motivating too. He's like,
Yeah.
all right, boys, like, what are we doing next? Like, what can we do next? And RTV's always been like that. And then we just kept our foot on the gas, and then I think that was one of the biggest keys. Just keep on going and not like taking a break, like posting every week after we posted that. Before we posted it too, but then especially after that game.
Yeah.
and we were I remember I was 17, you were 17. And we were
And I
like,
was
yo,
like 14.
And we were like, yo, as soon as we get 18, this is going to be so hard to do, so much more like legalities. So we were like, yo, we're grinding out and doing as many overnight challenges as possible. We were like, we had so many in a plan. We did Lowe's, and then we were going to like do PetSmart. We were going to do IKEA, all these ones. But then after we did Lowe's, we got in a lot
Dude,
of trouble.
those are like the OG days, man. Like those videos right there. I remember watching one of them on like because I followed Rohan, but I didn't really know you guys, and I saw on like Rohan's like Instagram or Snapchat or something, and I was like, yo, like this is crazy. I think it was the Lowe's video. It was definitely the Target video, and then like shortly after I watched like the Lowe's one, and y'all brought like an Xbox in there, and I was like, yo, dude, this is crazy. Like this is a funny idea. And then I instantly like. Shortly after, I mean, I guess we can get more into it in more detail later, but then I saw Rohan like started a channel or whatever, and then he was filming some videos, and then like at the beach he wanted to go film at the beach one day, and he needed a filmer, and he was like, yo, like bro, like what are you doing? And I started filming with him.
I remember the night
And then-
that you started, like, you told me you were going to make a channel.
Yeah.
Because you were filming with us. I got to give a big time shout out to RTV.
Yeah.
Because, bro, me and Nick, like, we were, like, on our stuff, and we were very creative, and we knew what we were doing. But Rohan is on a different level, and maybe one of the few people that I've ever met that has the drive that RohanTV has, bro. Like, anything he does it to 100%. Yeah. And he kept us on our game. He was like, yo, boys, this is a very rare... He realized at the time what we didn't even realize. He was like, yo, you guys have, like, lightning in a bottle. And he was like, yo, no talking to girls. You literally said that so many times. You're like, yo, if we ain't filming, we're sloobing. We're hudding hard. Yeah. Which is ironic because you're the hudder, but...
No, I mean, my senior year, Mason just dipped out. My senior year was crazy. Like, I also had that scanned app thing, right? So me and my two buddies, I mean, just two, like, the smartest kids in my class, we made an app, and we won that competition. We won 10 grand.
Yeah.
Like, me and two kids in high school made an app and won 10 grand.
And it was a great app.
So between that, school, running track, and then YouTube, I had a lot going on.
And you were an elite runner, too.
Yeah, like,
bro.
I was good. I mean, we went to states, I think, my senior year. Like, I was a solid athlete, I would like to say. But anyway, I mean, we had a lot going on my senior year of high school.
You were doing a bunch of stuff. You were doing that. You were doing, like, everything.
But that's how it's always been for me. That's how it still is till today.
Yeah.
That's what I think, even looking back now, that's the one thing that's always remained constant, is that I'm always doing stuff. I'm never just not, I can't, every day is day one, man. I mean, that's really what it is. I didn't really realize that was my kind of motto, but every day is day one. And if you don't treat it like that, honestly,
bro,
losing, man. That's just the reality. You really got to keep it like that for long-term sustained success. Period.
If we were ever filming and we were like maybe sloobing off, if you guys don't know what that means, it means like we're not really doing anything. We're kind of just waiting around.
Like distracted, not focused, just lollygag.
Rohan would lock everyone. He's like, yo, boys, this is great and all, but yo, we got to lock in. We got to get this done because if we don't post a video every week, then we go. Then
Who
it's
knows
not
what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
So what happened after that? I think 2017, right? mid 2017, I went to college, right? So that summer 2017, that's when I really went viral. I actually did the video with
Wait,
you.
let's backtrack. Let's
go back a little bit.
Okay, so it was like sophomore or like my junior year of high school, right? And so Rohan had hit me up to film that beach video, and then I just started. We did the beach video, and I don't even know what it was. It was like some like social interactive.
It was we did the dollar.
Oh yeah, we did the dollar prank, right? Like on a line,
yeah.
line or something. And I'm like sitting there on the tripod and I'm like shaky as heck, like trying to like hold it still, right? Because back then, like I think you just had like a like the classic DSLR camera.
The DSI, remember the DSI?
The DSI.
DSLR or whatever with like no like stabilization, so I like had to hold it real steady. And then shortly after that, we like started hanging out more, and then I got into running. And like shout out to this guy for like getting me into running, because bro, running like changed me like a lot. And this guy was like an elite runner. I heard you guys were just talking about that as I was in the bathroom. And then we started just like, we ran like, I think it was college, and you were back on like college break, and I was still in high school, and I was trying to go to college, like running track, right?
But even before that, bro, we got to bring it back.
But before,
we got to bring it back
I
because
wasn't in college yet, yeah.
Because
No,
because this we got to bring it back, and because so basically we're doing this, and Rohan, I think you helped us literally for like a year, bro, without making any of your vids.
And it was like a job. Like when we would film, like it would be taking up like hours and hours a week.
Yeah. And you were such a crucial part, bro.
Yeah.
Like either Nick would film, I would film, or you would film, and then the other two would be in the scene, like going back and forth. We did so many of those vids. And I think like a year after you filming us, you texted me and you like had this whole like long paragraph breaking it down like, yo, boys, it's been a blessing helping you guys film, and I'm not saying this is the end of me filming with you guys, but I'm dedicating a lot of time, and as I'm growing, I'm realizing I need to make something out of myself. And as soon as you sent that, I told Nick, and I was like, bro, honestly, I can't believe Rohan's been helping us this long, literally for nothing.
Yeah.
It was crazy. So then
that's crazy.
I called you, and I was like, bro, you got to do this, and not only you got to do this, let's figure out a way where we can help you, because you've helped us so much. Like at that time, I don't know how many subscribers we had, probably like a couple 100,000, couple 100,000. And it was like, all right, people already know you from our videos. Yeah. So we're going to slowly implement it. And this is when I knew you were so smart, bro. Rohan was like, yo, I don't want any shout out until I have a lot of videos up. Yeah. So we waited. You filmed like, I don't know, like 10, 12, 15 videos. Yeah. And you were like, yo, I don't want any shout outs. You filmed for like a couple more months, no shout outs. And we waited until we did overnight in McDonald's. Oh, yeah. Our biggest video, and it's not even close, like 30 million views. That's crazy. And you were like, yo, this is the one we're shouting you out on. And we did it, and we're like, yo, guys, welcome back. We're doing 24 hours in the world's biggest McDonald's. And if you want to subscribe to RohanTV, he just made his channel. Boom, and I think you were like flying up in subs like the first day.
Yeah, that was a good time. Got a few thousand subs. That was amazing. And I think when I made that text message, at that time I was trying to figure out where I wanted to go to college. I had my options open. My dad's like, I think everyone who goes to school in Florida, generally the University of Florida is the one where everyone's kind of just waiting on, like, are you getting into UF? Did you get into UF? I got in, and I had so many things going on for me. The app, running, school, and I was like, okay, yeah, this doesn't make sense if I can't compensate. So I had to bring it up to you, and I think it worked out, right?
It worked out perfect,
made my channel.
And we had a systematic plan. It was like, as much as you guys, maybe whoever been watching us for the longest time, think that we were all just a bunch of like dumb idiot kids, and we were. We were just like, bro, we were like,
that's what made us though.
We were smashing
so
cones,
relatable.
Smashing cones on our heads, doing like what?
Wiping your cheeks and sniffing them.
Sniffing them, like literally staying overnight in stores, doing random crap. But there was like a method to the madness. It was be like, all right, guys, this is when we're filming the video. We do like a crazy intro, and then we promote Rohan, say that he's here, do the whole video. There'd be a loser there, so you got to watch to the end because you want to see who loses, and it's going to be RTV every time.
That's right.
I'm just kidding.
Hard.
Honestly, I feel like you won most. We just called you the Hutter.
It was everything, dude. Everyone got honestly their fair share.
Yeah.
If someone did a win-loss column, bro, it was probably everyone was like
pretty even.
But we did so many things right without even, bro, it was literally like you had the hype intro, so you had to be like, yo, I want to see it to the end. It was shouting you out. Then it was like loser dare. Then it was like shouting you out again at the end to remind them, plugging the merch throughout the video. Yep. Then an outro, and then bloopers at the end. Like it was like a full-on, like I talk to parents and kids now, and they're like, yo, it was like a Friday night ritual, and still is for a lot of them, to watch all of us together and be like, yo, there's the boys.
That's so I can't even, just the past 18 months of life to even hear what he's saying is just, that's crazy that was me at some point, which is wild.
Would you go back?
I still can't even believe that was a part of my life. And I think now, just because of the interactions and the people I talk to every day, the fact that at some point in time was me. Like at one point, every middle schooler, at least middle schooler, knew us.
Bro, you were known as the Hutter,
least.
like around the country.
Yeah.
Around the country, like almost no matter where you went, there would probably be a kid that would come up to you and do
hut.
that.
Yeah.
That would do that and do this and get your neck and call you a new Hutter.
So crazy, bro. That's insane.
The way that people are watching like their favorite TV show episodes that are like dropping like Stranger Things, boom, boom. Those are getting millions and millions of views. Bro, we were averaging on the main channel, bro, like 3 to 5 million every single week. And then on the vlog, like a million to like 1.5, maybe 2 million, bro. We had millions of kids tuned in every week. And somehow, I want to say shout out to all y'all, still somehow have like hundreds of thousands, millions sometimes tuned into the overnight challenges. It's crazy. But every week, bro, kids would be like going to school saying, yo, you watch a new IBP video, like discussing it like they're discussing Stranger Things, bro. And I don't even think at the time any of us realized how much of an impact or crazy situation that we were in, bro.
100%. No, we didn't. Like, that's why looking back, it's just so wild that was Rohan Coley at one point. That's just still, even when like my family or anyone, I mean, now I'm working in a big fancy corporate job. I put that on my resume. They're like, what the hell is this? And I tell them, and I'm like, yeah, no, it's crazy. I still don't even, I can't even believe that was me. But that was me, and it still kind of is me. Like, I still want to put out content going to get there, but to even look back and rationalize and think about that time, it's just crazy.
Yo, boys, have you guys ever nicked your nuts while shaving them?
Yeah, all the time. It's actually pretty bad. Almost bled out a few times. Got blood stains on all my underwear.
Yeah,
Dude,
bro.
It happens to me every time.
Me too, bro. I've nicked my nuts a couple times, and I'm not going to lie, it hurts pretty bad. But nowadays, I don't have to do that because of today's video sponsor, Manscaped. I be shaving down there, and bro, I don't nick myself anymore. It's honestly like a miracle, bro. And my confidence just through the roof now. I'm just going down there. I used to go down there slow, but nowadays, thanks to the Lawnmower 4.0, dude, I'm just shaving away quickly.
I'm like a race car up in there, boys. The Performance Package 4.0 has arrived, and let me tell you, I was moving like a Honda Civic. Now I'm moving like an IndyCar 500, boys.
Ooh.
Inside this package, you'll find the Lawnmower 4.0. Look how sleek and nice that thing looks.
So sleek.
You'll also find the Weed Whacker. It trims your nose and ear hairs. We know RTV, those ear hairs, luckily you're covered by the headphones right now, but they be growing out. Come on, bro.
Yeah, but look at your nose hairs, buddy. You could use that right now.
I'm about to use this right after the podcast. And also, inside the package, not only will you find that, you'll also find the Crop Preserve Ball Deodorant. So those nuts are going to be smelling nice. Crop Reviver Toner, just so those balls are toned. You never know when you need a toned ball. You know what I'm saying?
You never know.
Facts.
Not only that, the Performance Boxer Briefs are insanely comfortable. We got them right here. Feel that, boys. Feel it?
Oh, my.
Oh my goodness.
And just so you guys don't think we're just promoting this without actually using it, your boy's actually already rocking a pair right now. Get a zoom in.
Oh.
Yeah, boys, I'm rocking it. I'm rocking it already. I'm rocking it nice and good. And all of that stuff can be conveniently held in the travel bag that they send in this package right here. Look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it.
Ooh.
Nice and nice.
Come on now. Come on now.
I mean, let's be honest. Where do you get all of this stuff for that deal? It doesn't get better than that. And this trimmer is waterproof, so you can say goodbye to the messy nut hair on the bathroom floor. Just do it right in the shower. Get two things done at once. We're all about multitasking out here, right?
Efficiency.
You're a businessman now.
Exactly.
You can't just be doing one thing at a time. You got to take a shower while brushing your teeth and shaving those nuts.
Exactly.
And because this thing is waterproof, you can do it.
Yep. Exactly.
And on top of that, it is skin-safe technology, reduces nicks, snags, tugs, all that good stuff.
No more nicks. No one wants to be cutting their balls open.
So,
No.
boys, it is time to take care of yourself and go to manscaped.com and get 20% off plus free shipping with code IBP. Get 20% off. You heard that right again. Free shipping at manscaped.com. Let's go. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tool for the job. Let's go, boys. Code IBP. You better use it. If you're not using it, you're going to nick those balls, and you're going to be mad.
Would you say YouTube like changed your personality
Yes.
or the way you kind of carry yourself in a way?
For sure. I mean, dude,
In a positive
YouTube
way or
has
a negative way?
Positive all the way. I mean, it took so many risks making videos. I learned so much about myself. I mean, we're still kind of early in the timeline.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get too far down.
Definitely.
But I mean, where are we at right now? We're 2017, middle of 2017, right? Summer 17.
Yeah.
So I know I made the video with him, and I did drive-through
Bro, we
pranks.
did so basically we'll backtrack to what we were talking about earlier, and I filmed with him that one time at the beach, right? And we're doing like the dollar prank. He has like a couple thousand, and then like a couple weeks later, he's like, "Yo, bro, like you want to come over? Like we'll film a drive-through prank. We're gonna blast embarrassing songs." And I'm like, "Oh, bro," I'm like, "All right, I'll show up. Let's do it. It sounds lit." And back then, I really didn't like have that many friends because I was just like focusing on me and like running. And Rohan was just happened to be my one friend that ran all the time, so we kind of just did everything together. And so then we're doing like this embarrassing drive-through prank, right? And then we get done with the day, and we're like, bro, like this is gonna go viral. Like this is crazy. Like we had such a like fun time doing it, and it was just crazy. And then sure enough, like 2 weeks later, we're looking at the views. Has like 3 million views.
Yeah,
like,
we're like,
bro,
that's
we
what
literally
really
spoke
blew
it
me up. Like at that point, I remember sitting in my car at the beach going, "Shit, man, I'm going away to Ohio for school. Like if I don't get 10,000 subs a week from here on out, I will not hit 100K before college. Need to have 100K going into college."
And
You know what I
then
mean?
Got to, because
Yeah.
if not, bro,
If not, it's like,
no
yeah.
one was going to respect you.
Exactly. No respect.
if not, it's like, who the fudge is that guy?
Exactly.
Like a
he's
girl's like, "Hey, bro, how?
Yeah.
Oh, you do YouTube? How many subs you have? 99,000.
oh yeah, like fuck, yeah.
100,000 though.
Oh, that's when it's like, oh shit.
You gotta
yeah,
have that
that's
K,
done.
like, oh, I got 100K,
And
or I got
the
200K.
catalyst there was the embarrassing drive-throughs. Like that
Yeah.
was the first viral video that.
That was your overnight challenge
was
for
my
us.
overnight
But then,
challenge,
yeah.
but then, no. It could have been, or it probably is.
Definitely was.
It
But then,
was.
like,
It was.
No, but no. This is where it gets pretty crazy. So then, like, a couple weeks later, he's like, I don't know if you guys have done hide and seek at this point, but then Rohan
Definitely have.
Yeah,
I think
you
we
probably
have.
did.
They definitely did.
But
I
then,
stole
like,
it from
Rohan
them.
kind of stole it from
We
you
invented
guys.
hide and seek, bro.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
bro.
like
Fudge.
the
We invented the
2017
game.
was
Bro,
the games of hide
no
and seek.
one played hide and seek before we all did it, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
But then-
bro.
But then, like, shortly after the embarrassing songs, we started doing like
Hide and seek.
in like Costco, hide and seek in like Walmart,
They were popping.
Target,
Yeah, they was popping,
and they
bro.
started popping, bro. And we were doing them like everywhere,
Crazy, bro.
and
right?
that's what popped his channel off, really. I
playing
think
hide
so.
and
so.
seek in stores.
All right, so then let's continue down the timeline because there's a lot of space. We're not going to cover everything because there's stories that we could go in for like hours and hours and
Yeah,
hours.
for sure.
But let's go a little bit more into recent times. So you started filming. You're filming with Mason a lot. We met Mace, so
Yeah.
on and so on. And then you're doing more like prank, social interactions type stuff was like your content. And then all the way we did the road trip. We did the tour in 2019 all around the U.S. And then am I skipping too much?
Oh, you're skipping way too much. We got to get into that.
2018 road
Bro,
trip.
gotta get
Okay,
yeah.
Quick
we
touch.
can
wait,
go
wait.
into 2018 road
Bro,
trip.
there's some
that's
stories in there.
That's its own episode, though.
That
There's
is
like
its own episode.
that's literally, bro. There's so much stuff that went on
Yeah,
in
did
there.
we save that?
I'll be back, man.
I think we say that, bro.
All right, save that.
I
Save
think
that.
the people want to know. Everyone that's watching, like even me, sometimes I wonder. Well, I kind of know the answer, but like, where has RTV been? We touched on it a little bit earlier, but like, let's start into like 2020. This is where kind of RTV was. There's a fork in the road for RTV, and
So
you're
we're gonna
deciding
pick this up on another pod. It has to be.
the 2018 road trip.
So much, right?
Yeah, bro. We're not. There's too much. There's so much stuff.
Okay.
We got to get.
Dang, you don't
yeah.
want to get into any of that? That's crazy stuff.
I don't
I
know.
don't want to just touch on it. And
Yeah,
then
you're
just
right. You're
leave
right. Save
bro.
it. Save it.
I
Save
think
it.
it's important to just start on like the like kind of like how like we all met and like how he started, and then like what he's doing now.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
but this is RTV's episode, so I'm like,
Yeah.
I think the people want to know. Like we've been talking about other stuff for a bit. The 2018 road trip, we're gonna get it. We gotta have you back on again. There's too much stuff that happened. 2018
so
road
much
trip,
crazy crap.
but I don't want to touch on it, blue ball the audience, and then they're like, oh, what else happened? Because I mean, we're not gonna get all of it. I tell you that.
Oh, the 2018 road trip could have a 5-hour pod, and we wouldn't even touch this, bro. So yeah.
So let's
Are you
go.
cutting all that?
No,
No,
we're keeping it in.
what do you mean cutting? We don't cut,
We
bro.
don't cut, bro.
Bro,
For
come
the
on.
The only
people,
thing
man.
we cut are we might cut your nuts off after this. I'm just
And then
kidding.
you're gonna eat them.
Oh, I don't even know. Sorry.
I don't know if I'm gonna eat them. You might feed them to you though.
Might have to eat your own nuts.
There's some protein though.
Yeah, good. Speaking of nuts,
Yeah.
one of the videos that we filmed in 2020 around this time that we're talking about is we did a video for Rohan's channel, and the loser dare was eating. What was it?
balls, goat balls. So
And we all took a bite.
Liver King would have taken those things whole. You know, he would have just stuffed them both in there. Us though, no, only the losers. But yeah, go ahead. 2020, you got
Let's
it.
go.
Narrate
So
it.
2020, we're still me, Ricky, and Rohan. We're all filming together still, like pretty much like almost every week. We're also filming with our boy DJ Fabuloso a lot, and then COVID happened, and it was kind of like the whole world changed when COVID happened. Like different stuff started to matter. Like your whole life just got switched. Your perspective on everything switched around. And for RTV, you were doing YouTube for what? It's 2020. So like what? A couple years now?
Yeah, 2.5, 3 years. Yeah.
Like 2.5.
And right before COVID happened, we had a freaking apartment together, bro.
Yeah, no,
Me,
definitely.
you, Evan, and Theo.
Yeah, no, it's crazy times, dude. We did.
That's true,
That's
Mason.
facts.
That's very true.
Hey, go on. I want to hear where he's taking this.
Yeah, bro, I wanna
You're
hear
building
this.
this shit up. So
I know. I was wondering why Mason.
Because we cut Mason out of the group for a couple months during COVID too.
Yeah, that's
That was the time.
was the time.
We got to get into that. That was funny. But keep
what?
going. Keep going.
What?
Yo, bro, when COVID started, literally, we all started like filming together still, and Rohan would come over, and we didn't allow Mason to come over
because we had
he
social-
was going out.
Yeah,
There's social distancing, bro.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
very
yeah,
true.
yeah, yeah,
We're
yeah.
minimizing risk.
All right, keep going. You're
just
carrying
wa-
it. You're going
I was
good.
just wondering why Mason brought up the apartment thing. It's so random.
Okay, go.
But continuing on, it's like we're filming with Rohan, Ricky, me, and DJ Fabuloso, and then priorities started to switch. And then you were, what year in college were you in 2020? Like,
That's a great question. So I think
did that play
I
a
was
factor?
like a junior.
A junior,
and-
so you're
yeah,
coming up on your senior year, about to get like your degree, your
degree,
your 4-year degree. I don't know, but it's like once you get your degree, it's like most people. Once you get your degree, then you go out and then you get like a
job.
job relating to your degree, like the thing that you've been putting
Yeah,
all
right.
that time and money
Right,
into.
exactly.
So I don't know if that played a role into your decision, but you were starting to like. It was more like a slow fade out of YouTube. Like you didn't just like, oh, I'm done for good. You kind of were like, you were posting, were some good videos, but then like what kind of happened
Yeah.
in that time? What was going through your mind? 2020.
So end of 2020, I realized, so there's a few things. End of 2020, I realized, okay, I got to get an internship. So I had an internship early in 2020, and you have to have an internship to graduate.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't really able to get that internship early in my college career and I had offers from Raymond James. We won that app competition. Raymond James is a big finance company in Tampa. Raymond James Stadium, Tampa Bay Bucks, big company, right?
Big.
Would have set me up really well. Anyway, I had to get an internship, right? So I had to do that. 2020, I made the most money on YouTube. There was a lot of really lucrative brand deals. My views were down. The money was up. I was like, all right.
Can you say how much?
I mean, I was doing brand deals for House Party for like 10 grand, 7 grand, Bumble 4 or 5 grand. And at the time, I was only doing a couple million views a month and hundreds of thousands of views a video. I was only posting 4 videos a time. Nowadays, if you can get hundreds of thousands, nowadays the views I was getting back then, it's pretty impressive shit right there for a one-man team.
What do you think
right?
you made in 2020? Off of
Oh yeah,
6 figures minimum.
not 6 figures.
Yes,
but
you did.
No,
Yes,
not
you
2020.
did.
Not in 20. My CPMs
You didn't make
too.
6. You definitely did, bro.
No, not even close, bro.
You didn't make 6 figures in
No,
2020?
No, my CPMs were good at times. I think right now, if you looked at all my channel views, my CPMs, and that's when an ad plays, it was good, right? You're in like the 4 to 6 range, but an ad doesn't play every time.
That's
right?
true.
To CPMs, to anyone that's wondering, it's how much you get paid per time like the ad plays, pretty much
Exactly.
per 1,000 views.
And like an average CPM nowadays on YouTube, maybe 4 or 5. So cost per milli. So million views.
Milli means 1,000 though.
milli means 1,000. But like if you could do it, if you get 1 million views and you get $5,000 to $4,000, that's pretty average now.
Yeah.
Depending on the video, Nelk gets like if they get 1 million views, they get what, like
10 cents.
10 cents? Yeah.
On a good day.
And then some real estate YouTubers, 1 million views, they'll get $35,000 because their ads that are playing are worth more.
Exactly.
But something you did so well throughout that time and that we did is that's true. We were filming more of like the longer, like family friendly, like we were doing crazy crap that was like illegal for sure.
Yeah.
But like our videos were longer. You would do a lot more pranks, and they were under the 10-minute, well now the 8-minute mark. So you couldn't pop the pre-roll ads.
You can put the in between.
And those were crucial. Like if we pop an overnight video, 25, 30 minutes, couple million views, we're popping a couple pre-rolls, that thing's popping off.
Mid-rolls, buddy. Pre-rolls means before.
Oh, mid-rolls.
Yeah, mid-rolls.
But at the time it was like 10 minutes. So you saw all these other YouTubers like the Dobre brothers, 10 minutes, 1 second, every video.
That's why on YouTube you'd see a lot of the videos that are 10 minutes and 1 second, because if it's 10 minutes and 1 second, then you can put a bunch of ads in the middle. But if you don't, then you can only put the one in the very beginning.
And your pranks, they were like 4 or 5 minutes, and your CPM, now it makes sense, was probably like a 2,
So
3 maybe.
it really depended on the time of the year. November, December were high. I mean, bottom line, I think end of 2020, even looking back, people had always asked me, "What do you do after YouTube?" And I'm like, "Dude, I'm not just a YouTuber. Like, I'm a very smart kid. Like, I've always been good at school. There's so much more for me out there that's not just making pranks." And so I think at the same time, my brother got a really good job, high-paying job in tech with ExxonMobil. And I was, okay, well, if he can do that, I can do that. So I went for an internship. I remember getting a few offers. And I remember asking you guys, what do I do? Do I do something? And my game plan was I'm going to get my master's degree, which takes about a year and a half, 2 years. And so the next couple of years, I'll just keep going to school, make videos, whatever. And then I ended up accepting a job with a small marketing technology company. That was going to be my internship, get my credit, get my master's degree, and that'll allow me for another 2 years to make videos, go to school, whatever, do the whole bullshitting around, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got the job, and I loved it. It was fast paced. Every day I came into work, there was pressure to deliver. People wanted me to be there. I had a hand in every business decision that was made every day. That was so cool. Working with you guys was fun. Definitely did not hit me on that same high intellectual.
Different.
You got to be in
Way
here
different.
dialed, right? I mean, working with you guys and what I was doing was fun. But I'm a very intellectual guy. I like to get into the nitty-gritty of things. And the business world allowed me to do that every day. I was learning so much. It was like I had a routine. I felt like a killer. I was learning so much. I felt unstoppable. And I think at the time, too, you guys were like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And now I think it's definitely paid off. It has paid off. I'm making way more money, and this is like going down. But
Yeah.
It was kind of like a money thing as well, but as well as a long-term play. Like YouTube, if you're a creator, it is not easy to make a lot of money as a one-man team. I know as a two-man team, it's different.
And to be popping for
as long.
Dude, I know you text us all the time. You're like, bro, like we just posted an overnight challenge like 2 months ago of a overnight in trampoline park. And you were literally like Rohan loves sending these long text messages, breaking everything down. He's like, dude, it is absolutely incredible. I don't even know what you say. You say these big words I don't even know because you're a businessman now. But like he was like, this is absolutely phenomenal, incredible that you guys are still able to, after making videos for almost 7 years, pop an overnight challenge and pull 4 million views.
It's crazy to think about that. And if you're able to do that, why would you not film an overnight?
Or play hide and seek.
Why would you not film hide and seek? Make $100,000. Like, it makes sense. I was not doing that. I wasn't making hundreds of thousands of dollars where it made sense. And I had to rely on Mason's schedule, your schedule, while also balancing a relationship. But then, like at the time, I was like, okay, well, I can make way more money doing something that's probably makes sense more in the long term and still have YouTube on the side.
Yeah.
Like 2021, I got a brand deal with a sports company that paid me $30,000 to go fly around and make videos at football games. That's crazy. Yeah, that is literally my dream. Like 2021 was still a great year. And the Bengals went to the Super Bowl. Like 2021 by no means was the L.
You probably peaked that year.
Oh,
the rest
crazy peak. No, 2022 actually, because they actually went to the Super Bowl in 2022.
True. But they lost.
2020, yeah.
Is that same company going to hit you up this year or no?
Oh, that's actually a great question.
Or like some sort of company?
I'll get back to that. But 2020, it was more of like a mixture of everything. I had to figure out what I wanted to do. 2021, early in March 26th, I remember the date. I officially accepted my offer in a more 9-to-5 corporate role. Looking into the camera now, I have a very unique perspective on things as well. I've sat at the table with the viral YouTube TikTokers. I've been with the local tech startup where the owner is trying to make payroll on Friday, and it's Thursday night, and he's like, fuck, what do we do? I've been at the table with the corporate executive who is giving all the corporate bullshit talk, right? I've been at all the tables. I kind of know. So people watching this, you know, I'm not someone who's just, I made a shitload of money before I was 22. I'm going to tell you like it is, and, you know, you can all kind of bow down to me. I'll tell you, that's, I mean, yeah, it's
I
great.
didn't even know this, bro. Honestly.
Yeah. No, like,
we never really talked. I thought, I didn't know.
Like, so anyway, 2020, I got my job, worked there for a year, and early 2022, I knew I was dangerous, and I knew I had the skills where I could go out and get a really good job, basically, and I did, and I left my old spot, and the old dude's basically, yo, I can't let you leave, like, you're too valuable.
You're just you just have so many unique, because you're smart and you've been through so much that so many people haven't been through, and you got the social media side, so you're like a jack of all trades. And I feel like once your like employer saw that, he was like, "Dang, bro."
The culture. It's the culture thing. It's like I'm honestly, I don't want to blow so much smoke up my ass, but I'm fun to be around, you know.
Yeah,
and it's like a whole culture thing too. I bring a good culture. I get shit done. And
RTV always been getting stuff done. Always had like the drive on RTV. Like back in the day when it was YouTube videos, it was we're getting some YouTube videos done. And now that you're on like what you're on now, the business, working your corporate job, I'm sure you bring that same thing to the table. And you're like, all right, I'm gonna get this done.
Yep, no doubt. I mean, it's definitely different. In corporate world is much slower. So working with a startup, I know he's had a little taste of it. It's faster. Every day matters. Corporate's really slow. YouTube, I think even YouTube can be slow too. I mean, you guys aren't.
It's fast paced when you're out, but there's a lot of downtime.
Exactly. So I'm always at it, but yeah, it's been a wild ride for sure. But I ain't done. You know, we got some things cooking. But that's 2020. I mean, it was like a money thing as well as being intellectually stimulated. And then
also you had a little thing too.
And I had a girlfriend, right? I can't be traveling around making videos every day. You know,
that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It was like a whole mixture of things.
I'm breaking this down. I'm breaking this down right now.
Yeah, break it down.
We started YouTube, and RohanTV's motto. Let me tell you, bro. The RohanTV's motto from 2016 to 2019 was, "If you ain't filming, then you are taking a L." I was trying to rhyme. I couldn't come up with anything. If you ain't filming, then take that L. And you were also like, Rohan was the biggest runner. My boy, skinny. So skinny, bro.
Skinny.
Look back at those videos. You were a toothpick and a half.
You could break my arm on your leg for sure. On my knee.
You probably still can.
I could tap you.
Bro, I got some meat on there.
No. You thick now. Nice and thick. But I could tap you on the shoulder and you'd be like, bro, you broke me. But like literally, you were like, bro, all I'm gonna do is film videos and run. No girlfriends, and why would I waste my time lifting weights, bro? That means I'm gonna be bigger. I'm gonna be slower.
Exactly.
Then a couple years later, RohanTV. I don't even know when it was. I hope we have a picture of this man. He dyed his hair. He started lifting. I mean, my boy was 185 and ripped.
I was pretty big.
Started lifting, became obsessed with so much obsessed with lifting that we would all be hanging out, and then Rohan would walk in the room with his shirt off. He'd get a nice little chest pumping, and he'd be flexing his pec and be like, look at that milk. Ooh, you want some milk?
Yeah, he'd go up and squeeze the nipple. Like if I had a cup and it was empty, like this, he'd come up to me and he's like, "Yo, Ricky, you want some milk?
Yeah.
You want some milk?" Like he was like
I can
weird
still
like
give
that.
You some milk though.
But like 2019, you could give that 2% or whole milk.
No, 2019 was whole.
You're getting skim now.
You're getting a little bit of skim now.
Maybe even almond.
Back then was like.
Now it's me.
Back then,
now Mason
you
gotta
go.
Back then, your little like dust came out.
I used to look at Rohan like he was a hoss. Now
now
I was a hoss. I mean, physically, I was a hoss.
But he is a hoss. Whatever he is focused on, that's what he becomes a hoss in.
Yeah.
Because you were focused on fitness, and you literally transformed your body. Like it was like whoa.
You made a video about that, like transforming. It was like you skinny, and then you just like.
And you run 100 miles.
I ran 100 miles in a week. And
crazy.
I went
I don't
viral.
even know. Yeah, it was crazy, Jess.
And then the whole girlfriend thing. This is wild. We got to tell this right now.
Yeah, tell it.
We got a lot of stuff we're saving for the next one, but this one. So this man, he's not about girls. If I ever even talk to a girl, I was like, bro, what are you doing, bro?
Like you're wasting your time, bro. Like what?
Like you were on that level. You were like, bro,
Yeah, no, I
like,
agree. Yeah,
don't.
but
But it was key. You kept those like on check and like kept
Yeah.
Honestly,
the bus moving.
I'm very glad because if you were like If you
If you weren't like how you are, then it's like you let it like something. Not that like talking to a girl is bad, but like if we're
They
like
distract you.
if we're just like yeah, that's true. But if you're like slacking, it's like, but no, you were like, all right, come on, boys, let's go.
think of how much time you spent texting a girl. If you spent that same time focused on what you want to do, you're gonna be that much better. And let's be honest, most relationships ain't gonna work out. But
Oh, bro, if
this Mason wants to
I
talk
gotta
about
hear this. Gotta hear this. Gotta hear this.
God, let's hear.
I-
Wait, Mason's 10 seconds. This is Mason's 10.
the amount of time that I spend with girls, I'm not hating on anybody, but it's like the amount of stress and like bullshit that I put into my life, and like, dude, I don't even know, but I could be something insane, bro.
You
Like,
could be like you're
You still
already.
can. You still can.
You still
be.
can.
Oh,
As Gary Vee
I'm
would
gonna
say-
be scary. I'm gonna be scary.
Yep.
Yes.
When I make my mind strong enough to where I'm like, bro, fudge this, like fudge that, and I just focus on me and do what I want to do, and then let them come to me. It's gonna be scary, bro, because
Yeah.
I'm gonna be something deadly.
Because we talk about it now, and we literally say like you're in the best shape out of all of us, and you're focused on the gym, but you know that you could be more.
And it's so crazy because I've gotten comfortable. I was listening to an Instagram reel today, and it's like, yeah, like you can work out for so many years, and then you kind of just get comfortable, and you're like, oh, like once you like reach like a certain physique, you can work out like maybe like 2-3 days, and you don't have to work out as hard, is what I'm trying to get at, and kind of like eat like almost whatever you want, and you still maintain that simple physique. So I'm like at that point, and like after I saw that Instagram reel today, I was like, fudge, bro. I got to go in. I got to go to the gym. I got to like focus on everything that I want to do.
Yeah.
And just like get to a different level, bro. Like I got to do something different. I got to change it up. Because if you sit here and just and you're okay with just being like mediocre, it's like nah.
Yeah.
Like I want to reach levels and just like I don't know, man.
And just think about like no regrets in life. Don't regret anything
Yeah.
because everything you've been through, all the hardships make you who you are today.
Yeah, no, I don't
But
regret
how much
anything.
time that you spent, like I think Rohan realizes from the young age, you know that how much time do you
From the
spend?
young age.
How much time have you spent talking to girls that you don't talk to anymore? Years.
A good portion. But it's like I don't regret anything
No,
from
yeah,
that
I'm
because
saying.
like through everything that I do and whoever I talk to, like I learned so much, and it makes me the person who I am today.
Exactly.
And so I'm proud and I'm blessed to be who I am today because I'm cool. I'm a cool ass guy.
100%.
And if you don't like see that out of me, then like honestly, like fuck off. Like
Let's go.
I'm being straight
No,
up.
that's key.
100%.
That's a great
I'm-
attitude to have.
Like I'm a
honestly.
great guy. I'm outgoing as fuck. Like
You just
I'm
gotta be
cool.
yourself, and then if people like you, they like you, and if they don't, they don't. And you were always like that. And I think the sooner you realize that in life is to just be yourself and to do what you want. You never have the fear of missing out. Rohan never has the fear of missing out. Like other people, like especially nowadays with social media, you see all your friends go out and then you're like, you see it on social media. Why didn't they invite me? This. You waste so much time and energy wishing you were there. Just do your thing. Rohan never felt like we always invited him to everything, but if we didn't, he wouldn't care. He would just be like, "There's a reason why, and I'm not gonna get mad over it."
Yeah, like if Rohan's busy, he's the type to say, "Nope, can't come. I'm busy." Or like have people said this to you. They're like, "Yo, why'd you stop YouTube? You could be doing this and this and this, right?" I'm sure people have said that to you, right? A lot of people, right? Probably too many to count. Probably your DMs every day. What are you doing? Huh?
It's
Yes?
yeah. It's such a wild thing. Like I don't. It's
It
a
is what it
rabbit
is.
hole. It's a rabbit hole. But like, yeah. I mean, I'm happy doing what I'm doing. You know, like I have such a great life. I don't really care.
It was
Yeah.
a moment in time, and you
So,
loved
yeah.
it for that. And then
One door closes, another one opens, and that door's not even like it's not even like fully closed, but it's like shut a little bit, and then this
Yeah.
one started opening.
Yeah. No. I mean, it's.
But it's like,
Good.
but we're saying that RTV, you're just like what Ricky was saying, you don't fear missing out stuff. Like some people, if they were in your position, they'd be regretting it and just being like constantly overthinking, me like, did I make the wrong decision doing this instead of like doing YouTube and keep on doing YouTube? Like, damn, what could happen? But RTV, you're just a great guy, and you know what you're doing.
And I'm gonna
Decisive.
give an analogy right now. You know, if you really wanted to, and you got fired from your job because you did something so bad, if you came back and we went on another tour and we brought back like the OG classics, pop off like crazy.
I think so.
Easily,
100%,
bro. We
yeah.
have that nostalgia. This whole group is like, we have that nostalgia that would be like, bro, people would love to come just to like say, hey, even if we did a podcast tour or whatever.
Yeah, no, I think
people
so,
would
sure.
come, bro, and you know that. And that's the same thing with girls. I'm going to relate it to Mason. If you're with a girl, you're doing your thing, and then you're like, yo, I don't want to be with this girl anymore. I'm moving on. I'm doing my thing. That girl going to want you back one day, bro, even if you don't want her back because you're just staying in your lane. So, Rohan, I feel like you know that you're never
100%.
missing out on anything because you're doing yourself.
And I know I'm happy with what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing makes sense both financially, long term. I like it. I get to work with so many smart people. Every day I'm improving. Like I could not say the same thing when I was doing YouTube. I can't say that. Couldn't even say that close. And so like there's so many. So I don't even the fear of missing out at this point. Shit, man. Taking dubs every day.
Easy.
But then I know, but I like what I'm doing. Like that's the biggest key. I like what I'm doing. I wake up, there's so many.
Like you're happy doing what you're doing, so that's all that matters.
So I don't give a shit what Mason's doing, honestly. Like, I hope he's happy, but like, if he says, hey, I did this, I'm like, great, have fun.
It's honestly so crazy to hear this because like, I've learned from like, this is the first time Rohan's going to probably hear this, but it's like, Rohan, sometimes he comes off in like kind of like a asshole kind of way because he'll say no. And like, we don't really think of it, but when someone says no, it's like, that's like such a hard thing to say. Like for me, I'm too nice of a person in so many different situations, whether it's girls, business, like hanging out with friends or whatever. It's like you have to learn and be comfortable saying no. And I don't know where I was going with this, but it's just like Rohan is so stern and such like a straightforward guy. A straightforward guy now that it's like he doesn't care if it's not bettering him and if it's not something that he wants to do. He's like nah. He just says no.
Wasn't that your New Year's resolution like a couple years
ago?
Say no
more.
Say no more.
Say no more. And it comes down to being comfortable in your own shoes. Like when you wake up, are you physically happy the way you look? Like physically, can you walk out and not give a shit what people think about what you look like? And then emotionally, right?
Yeah.
Like how do you handle stress? Is your mom saying X, Y, and Z? How do you react to it? Your girlfriend, how do you deal with that stress? I handle stress really well. I work out, I run. There's things I know I do a good job at filtering out bullshit. So I don't let stupid shit stress me out. If I know it's bullshit, it's bullshit. I don't give a shit. Like I'll tell you, I don't give a shit.
Honestly,
he will.
That
bro.
hurts feelings.
Honestly,
it hurts feelings. It's hurt feelings in my relationships. So hey, no one is more important to me than myself. So if I'm not happy, then fuck off.
Honestly, that's
bro,
facts.
you're gonna be the best.
And because of that, I'm
Yeah.
gonna start running, man. I'm gonna start dealing with my stress because behind the scenes, you don't know like what someone's going through, and I'm just gonna start running again, bro. Because I was so happy when I was running and
Same.
everyone we were doing shit all the time.
That's
like,
when I was. I mean, that's when I've been at my peak is when I'm running every day and I have a routine.
Routine. You're a
big routine
Routine's
guy.
key, man. That's
Creature of
so
habit.
key, dude. There's a book called The Power Habit. I read it, and it's just so good to have a routine.
Automate things, bro.
Automate things.
That's why the big hosses be wearing the same thing every day. One less decision.
Bro, what else do I wear besides protect Joe Burrow? The same bullshit every day, bro.
And what else do we wear besides IBP merch, bro? Am I right or am I right?
Where can you get it, actually?
Where can you get RTV? Come on, give them a classic.
You can get it at merch link in bio.
There we go.
yeah.
AKA link in description.
wait, so to
AKA IBPmerch.com.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to IBP Merch, the other sponsor of this video. Jose Digma, vote for him 2024, and Jose Digma is gonna vote for your girlfriend too. So
wait, so a little
wait,
quick,
because this was
Jose Digma's voting for your girlfriend?
your girlfriend's voting for Jose Digma, and
So you should too.
So you should too. And this is like a 30-minute ago retraction, but we were talking about things that you said. You like, I only run. I'm gonna be a twig stick figure for the rest of my life, and
Yes.
don't talk to girls.
Yes.
And then a couple years later, instantly, Rohan becomes this jacked menace, ripped, and Buddy gets cuffed. He locks in with the female version of RTV, I call her, because she's Indian too, and she's made for you, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
for sure, yeah.
I don't know if we can say her name. We won't say her name.
Yeah.
It starts with the same letter, though.
It starts with the same
They have a
letter.
nice ring to it.
They're Indian. It just is placed in the lap. But I remember it was crazy.
It's placed in the lap. Is that a saying?
She placed herself in your lap. But
Yeah.
But basically, what I was saying is the only thing that you can, and I know a lot of you guys are mad. RTV's gone. This, and this.
RTV don't care. 'Cause
RTV
RTV's happy. And you guys, there's something to learn in that.
And I just want to say this for everyone out there that is with their friends, they're with this girl, or they're with this job, they're with this. If something changes, something happens, it's okay to be maybe upset or frustrated in the moment, but don't let it consume you, because the only thing that you can count on in life is change, bro. And I was a little frustrated and a little upset when Rohan stopped. I was like, we were trying to figure everything out. We moved out there with Jack Doherty. We came back. We went on a road trip. We were literally struggling, bro, because you were like the glue that held us together.
The third Ireland boy, I think is what you're trying to say.
The third Ireland boy.
Pretty much.
And we were struggling, and I was like, dang, bro. Like, is it supposed to be this way? Life isn't supposed to, it was going like that. And I was frustrated for a little bit, and I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
Like, not frustrated with you. Like, I understood things changed. But I just want to say this out there for everyone, is that someone can be all about this right now, but when things change, you got to be able to adapt. Adapt to the situation at hand. And Rohan was like, yo, no girls. I'm going to be skinny. And then he was like, yo, wait, maybe I should get jacked. Gets jacked, completely switches. And he's like, wait, maybe I should find a girl that can take care of my needs and like help me in life and that I want to grow with. Boom. This man, bro, he was living with Mason, bringing it back. He was living with Mason, and I would go over there like every night, and we would like just hang out, talk, film during the day. And this man was swiping like no other on Tinder.
Just like this. This is the form, if you guys were wondering. It's usually the pointer finger.
You know, like some people on Tinder.
You had that Tinder Gold or what?
Tinder, I had all the premium.
Unlimited swipes?
Platinum, unlimited swipes. They'd fly me out every week to go to some club, you know, hang out. Like I had that shit on premium, bro.
That far is not true.
When you're on Tinder, or like whenever you're on Tinder, people be, oh wait, left, right, left. Bro, he didn't care. It was right all day, every day. It was right turn, right turn, right turn. It was.
Guys, I'm a data analyst now. For those watching, that's my title. I was like, fuck, man, this is a numbers game. Got to get my numbers up. Got to get in that game, boys. Got to give myself some opportunities. Because you can't close. If you don't got enough opportunities, you can't, you got to have more opportunities so you can close.
Open yourself up. You can say no later.
Yeah, so that was the game plan, and I did it, man. I got my,
I'm sure there was a couple times where Rohan swiped right, and he matched, and they text him. He's like, my bad, that was an accident. He was a menace like that.
Yeah, I'm sure that happens. Yeah, that happens to everybody.
I was gonna piggyback on the point when I did switch up, and you were like, ah, shit, fuck, man, that, he was key. Looking back, now that I've been in a more professional,
Fuck, man.
That was so funny. That was so funny.
No, but the culture, you don't really think about it when you're making YouTube videos because it's so much fun anyway. You don't really think about it, and I'm working on a project now, RTV Picks, but I couldn't do it by myself, right? So I needed people to do it with.
Yeah.
So yeah, that question. I mean, the whole culture, right? And I've asked you this: how do you value people working for Ireland Boys Productions? What culture are you trying to build? Like, there's so many layers that go into it, and it's so important. Having a good person in the business could make or break an entire business. Like, that's why executives at big businesses. I mean, dude. Elon Musk, right? If that guy doesn't exist, the whole world's different. Like, one person can change everything. There's so much value there. But how do you place that value? What does that look like? All that stuff. So it's interesting stuff.
I think from when we started, because, dude, we started when we were kids, bro. We were kids having fun. We had nothing better to do but film videos.
Exactly.
It was our entire life.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Definitely was. Dude, my college experience is fucking around and making YouTube videos.
Like, there wasn't much outside of that.
Zero.
And we didn't feel like we were missing out, bro. We felt like everyone else was missing out.
Yeah, like, look at us. Yeah,
like, everyone's like, oh, we're going to, you guys aren't going to these parties. You guys aren't going to homecoming, all this stuff. And we're like, bro, you guys aren't playing hide and seek.
You aren't going to Target and spending the night.
Exactly. Y'all ain't on tours. So, yeah.
It's just started, the thing that you were saying, I know what you mean. It started off, our relationship started off so organically where we felt like everyone was like, you were helping us so much at the beginning, and then after you started your channel, I felt like there was a mutual benefit of like, all right, RTV, we're filming this video this day. If you come help us, we're going to plug you, and we're going to help you film your video, and you'll plug us. It was like, it was a win-win. There was no like, we weren't thinking, oh, you're getting this out of us, you're getting this. There was no, we never had the crazy thing is, after all the years, we never had a dispute about money or anything. We all just genuinely enjoyed helping each other. And then I think that's kind of almost where things change, because we never sat down and were like, yo, you're bringing this value. What if we set up the business structure like this? Because we didn't have to.
No.
And we didn't really, You didn't. I don't think we were just. It was just we never brought it up.
I don't think I even wanted to.
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, the second you make things about money, it just changes the dynamic. There's that piece.
Look at Team 10.
Look at Team 10, dude. You know, it does change it, and especially if it's your primary source of income, right? YouTube, I had to post a video, and if that video sucked or it didn't do well or whatever the case may be, like that was, and I didn't really like that. I was like,
Not consistent.
people aren't watching my videos. I don't want that to be what is being put into my pocket. I want to be where can I put myself in a position where I can actually put my brains, my drive, my grit, everything, and that'll give me the money. And I've seen just year over year, or I guess day over day, pretty much at this point, returns on that. I mean, it's my call, and I talked to my brother. Most people who go to a good college, right? They get a cool degree, then they get, and then they have crazy internships. They have a crazy college experience with the internships they have. My college experience was literally fucking around. But it wasn't until I got the interview with the big company and I actually got on the phone with them and they got to listen to me talk. We're like, all right, this guy isn't fucking around. He's not just another kid who went, he's about that action. That's literally all it is. I'm about that action, bro. That's literally all it is. That's all it is. Like, you hear the same bullshit from so many kids coming out of college. And so I guess anyone watching this who's in college, even Mason watching this, is try and be different and back up your talk. And, you got to be about that action, man. Like, no kid can say.
I can kind of agree because, like, lately, like, I've just been, like, thinking. I see, like, you. I see Evan. Like, all of my friends are pretty much, like, doing, like, big boy things. Like, as in big boy, I mean, like, real business jobs and not just YouTube, TikTok, social media. And so, lately, I guess I've just been thinking, like, what can I do to better myself and better my future in a way, right?
Yeah, but even me, like I'm making a lot of money, more money than I've ever made, but I still can't see myself working for someone my whole life. I'm way too talented. I bring way too much value to anything I do to work for someone. Period, point blank, that's it.
We are all way too talented to
for sure,
working
and so
for somebody else.
Exactly.
So I'm saying, like, within like the next 10 years, I would be highly like just confused as to if why we didn't even try to start like some sort of business. Like,
there's layers to it. There's layers to it. I mean, this is already a business, right? I mean, the boys.
Well, this is a business, but it's like I'm working for them.
For sure, I know, but that's your thing. I mean, but
I'm saying something like let's all start something that has like we all have a percentage in it.
No, you have a percentage of the podcast.
You do, exactly.
Percentage of the podcast, but never mind.
It's not making.
But nothing. Yeah, but a lot of stuff doesn't take off. Like most businesses,
dude,
first couple years they're underwater.
99% of it. Look at how many businesses actually succeed after 5 years, right? It's
almost
a very low percentage. So there's that whole piece too, right? So
you can't expect it to just be working right off the bat either. You know?
And I know what Mason's saying. He's like, what? Like a physical business, like a tangible product that maybe it stands alone. Because right now the business, and I'm just going to be like straight up honest, is our faces. Mm-hmm. Like if we go away, there's nothing that like no one else can be like, yo, let's hire these two other dudes to run Ireland Boys Productions. You can't do that. It's like the business is us. So I know what Mason's talking about. Why didn't we create like we could have made a house. There's so many different things but we just didn't. I think everything was going so good. And when things go good, you don't really think about it. And we never really had those conversations.
No, we didn't. I think I was just always doing so much shit. Dude, I was filming for my channel, your channel. I was going to school, family. There's always shit going on. It wasn't like
girlfriend.
I was like later after I became more officially less YouTube. But I mean, dude, there's so much shit. I had so much shit going on. We had such a good relationship too by not making it about money. And
there was time we were thinking about making an app called an Employee Escape.
That's right.
Oh, like
that could have popped.
That could have popped.
Yeah, but like
I don't even know why that
might still. But like we're not going to talk about it. But honestly, it could, bro.
We had an idea for an app for a game.
Yep.
But like businesses, and also you realize even the podcast, bro. Like I remember, and we're going to talk about the whole tour in a different podcast. When we went on the first road trip with all of us, we focused on the main channel. And then the more you add, the less, just like literally the less time you have for other things. So I would make sure, like, I was like, bro, we can't be, And it's key. Like nowadays, you have to be posting TikToks, Instagram, all this. But the more you do, you spread yourself thin. Where it's like, if you try to make a business, you're going to have to devote like a decent amount of energy to it. If you want it to succeed, that's going to take away from this. So it's like, it was always that balance of like, let's just go all in on the main channel every time.
That was it,
like,
the 80-20 rule. You know that, I'm sure you know, right?
I've heard of it.
If you
think it's a point.
There's something that you put 20% of your effort in, out of like your 100%, the thing that you put 20% on will probably make 80% of, which for that is our main channel. It'll make 80%. Like, because like everything else takes a lot of time, you know what I'm saying?
For sure. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
this doesn't even relate to you, but
No, it does.
it's like, yeah, you just focus on what makes the most.
Exactly. And that's
Which is-
where you should put your most resources
Yeah,
into.
and that's
Yeah.
that's what you did.
Yeah. I mean,
And for you, it was something different.
Exactly. I mean, that's really what it was.
Yeah.
RohanTV was. It was. Again, like you just said, Ireland Boys is your guys' faces. RohanTV was my face, but I relied on a lot of other people that I didn't think I could rely on, honestly. Like, I can't rely on you guys all the time. I can't rely on Mason all the time.
That's tough,
Right?
bro.
So it's like, this business sucks. Like, this is not long-term making sense. If I can make 3x, 4x doing something else consistently for the long term, yeah, I'm going to do that every time.
Would you do anything different with YouTube or no?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm done making content, but I need a team. And
No,
now
like,
I have
would you
a team.
start it differently? Or, like, change anything about the process?
That I did?
Yeah. Would you change anything if you could go back?
I mean, of course. Hindsight's always 20/20.
Yeah.
But in the moment, I mean, did what I could. That was it. And what it provided me, I can't ever. I mean, dude, are you kidding me? Like, dude, it was such a success. I got to experience things, learn things that 99% of people don't ever get to experience.
Yeah.
And who knows, if you change those things, maybe it changes everything. Yeah. Say we were like, all right, boys, we need to make sure we have this meeting this time and everything's going like this. Maybe it takes away, maybe it would have taken away the fun or the genuinity of it. I'm not saying it would have.
No,
but
you're
maybe
right.
it does, and maybe you're not where you are. So, like,
No, you're right.
can't really regret anything.
Do you regret being the Hutter?
No. I actually love being the Hutter himself, man. That's still, like, shit, man. I love being the Hutter, man. It's classic, dude.
Can we talk about where the Hutter came from?
Yeah,
just
wait.
for a quick
I also have a
second?
question for you. I have to piss real bad. Do I have time for a piss?
Yeah, you
or
can
what?
piss.
What
all
time are
piss.
we at, too? Do we know?
I
I
don't
don't
even
know, but where you rolling?
Okay, I got a fat question for you two.
Okay.
Okay.
Like, juicy one.
All right, go take that
Okay,
juicy piss.
Take that
first.
piss. Take that piss.
I'll go take a piss in the other bathroom.
Are you gonna go piss too?
In the other bathroom.
A little double pisser.
All right. Me and Rick will carry this right now.
Yeah, we got
Oh,
it. we got
hurry
it.
up, bro! Are you sitting there? Talk or take that piss, buddy. Oh, this guy's limping behind the cam.
Foot fell asleep.
Oh.
Oh, last night, huh? This guy always has some stories about last night.
Yo, man. What's
It's crazy.
What's up, buddy?
It's pretty crazy, bro. Like, we have never really had,
Like this conversation with RTV, you know?
in the years that we've been together.
Like 5-6 years we've been doing it together with RTV, pretty much.
And it,
Almost like a team. Like he's in a lot of our videos. We would help him doing stuff, and
it's
that's why the podcast is so dope. It's like these are the conversations that maybe sometimes you want to ask him, but then if you're, sometimes it might be weird if you ask him off the podcast,
Yeah.
or it just gets like super serious. Maybe you're just like hanging out and you want to have like a serious.
Yeah, you're
talk.
out to dinner and then randomly you guys are all like talking about, oh, yeah, we want burgers, fries. By the way, remember like a couple years ago, how much were you like making at the time? Like, you know, it's just like a weird.
But now it's like it like forces you. It doesn't force you, but I mean, it's you want to ask the juicy questions.
Hey, all the way from New Delhi, he is back.
For round two.
I got a juicy one for y'all.
Round number 2, he's back.
I definitely like the headphones. Where do we leave off?
Wherever you're about to pick up.
Okay, boys.
you had a juicy question or
Okay,
something?
so
Something about a juicy question and a fat piss. So just the
my
juicy
juicy question.
Mm.
So, I think Mason asked, like, why would you not, or how, looking back 10 years from now, the fact that we were, theoretically, we were not able to make a business, right? Like, that'd be
Yeah.
a huge fucking L. Being with and working with a entrepreneur who every week he's trying to make payroll, right? every bit of cash matters, right? It's all a cash flow issue. When do our clients paying, right? If you do a brand deal, are they paying you net 60, net 90, net whatever? I don't know. What do you guys get paid usually from brand deals? 60?
Like within a month.
A month, right? So 30 days is fucking crazy, honestly, in the B2B space. If you do business for a B2B company and they
what is B2B?
Business to business, right? So we're not all they're like what I did on YouTube and then what you guys do is all business to consumer. Manscaped, right?
Yeah, the sponsor of the spot.
Right?
Gang.
It's B2C. So B2B, everything's just slower. You get paid at a later time, whatever, all that bullshit. Anyway, the bottom line is for you guys, you went to LA, and I remember, I think on paper, it made sense. Like you go to LA, collab with the really big YouTubers,
new audience.
It's LA. Like that's where the YouTubers are. The TikTokers are out there hitting like the best renegades you can ever see.
Crazy.
There's so many reasons to go out there. Obviously, you guys got shafted with the rats in the house.
Yeah,
that didn't help. But at the time, I remember talking to this guy and Evan, going like, "Dude, they're gonna go out there, and they're gonna realize they just left the best place, probably like one of the top places in the country in Tampa. Tampa's so good. Yeah, they have everything you need.
I wish you would have told us that.
And no, but like
I don't.
At the same time,
I'm
though,
kidding,
at the same time, though, it made too much sense to go out to California. You need other people to film with. I can't film with you. Who knows what the fuck I'm doing at the time?
That was a big part of we didn't really touch on it, but like why we moved to California and LA with Jack Doherty was because RTV, he left to do his own thing. And me and Ricky were like, all right, we got to figure out like what are we doing? And then we wanted like more people doing the same thing around us. So we're like, all right, who else really does it? No one really around Florida, almost at all. And then we're like, oh, Jack Doherty, he invited us to go move into the house. And we're like, seems like a good thing to do. We did it.
So my question, though, how much money did you guys spend on expenses?
Right? Definitely, it was
six figures.
6 figures.
100 bands, right? Or some shit?
Minimum.
At least.
So
just think about this. The rent was $26,000 a month, 12-month lease.
Crazy.
You know how much that is?
A lot of money.
A lot.
$250 plus.
We didn't stay there for a year,
and we were supposed to be splitting with 5 people. By the time we get out there, it's down to 4. 1 month later, down to 3. Me and Nick are paying 2/3 of that. We got to buy out the rest of the lease. Luckily, the rats helped us with that, and we talked a little. But 6 figures, $100,000 lost easily. With travel, everything, the time we spent moving everything in, bro, you can't, like, it's just, I don't even want to think about it.
It's so absurd.
That's in the past.
And so I think even to piggyback off of Mason's question, and it's kind of even, it kind of parlays into what you guys are doing now, right? If someone said, all right, Rohan, here's $100,000, go make YouTube videos, I think I would probably I'd have to probably drop what I'd be doing and go ahead and use that $100K and do what I'd want to do. I think it would be difficult, but that money is just like when I heard that, and because I didn't really know how much you guys are spending out there, but I was like, oh my god,
too much.
Like so many small businesses would kill for $100K in cash, and you guys just said fuck that. Not necessarily fuck that, but like you just went, yep.
I think,
and so it's like holy shit. And I guess the question is, what would you do now with that $100K cash for your future videos? I guess like some sort of content. Like what do you guys excites you from your day-to-day jobs? Is money a huge thing too? Like are you guys like, oh fuck, we don't want to do this video because it costs too much? What does that look like? Because that was a huge thing for me too. Like I want to do these videos, but they costed a lot, and I don't have the cash to just go and spend thousands of dollars on videos. So, and that's like the content side of things. So what you guys got?
I think, you want to go first?
Yeah, you go ahead.
I think at the time, looking back on everything, we did so much stuff right with you and us in the beginning. For so long, we didn't realize how good we were doing it and how good we had it. And we almost had to leave to realize, like, yo, we were doing everything right, bro. We had, like, cohesion. We were posting so consistently. We were doing literally everything right. We were just ourselves. And almost going out there was like, dang, bro, we don't need to collab with these big YouTubers. We don't need all these other people to film with. All we need is like our friends, and which is a big reason why we just hired Mason. And that's like a process that's ongoing. Yeah. But I mean, we went out there, realized, bro, you can put some of the biggest people together with the biggest subscribers, and maybe you guys are like this and this, but I'll take the energy and the environment 10 times out of 10 over someone with more subscribers. Because at the end of the day, like you said, you wake up every day happy. That's why we started this podcast, bro. The podcast right now is losing money every month. But we believe, and you guys believe, that it's going to turn into something. And I really think it will. And we got to believe that. This is a business in itself. But we are genuinely, dude, like Nick and I were talking when you guys left. We have conversations that we haven't had in years. And it forces us to have those. And just like, it's worth it to lose money right now. It's worth it alone. And I think me and Nick had a conversation the other day talking about where we want to go in the future with everything. Nick loves music. You know that.
Yeah.
Right? You love music. And I'm talking about, like, I do crazy stuff. I cheese people off. And I definitely like the pranks where I'm, like, pissing people off sometimes.
Yeah, it's fun.
And I'll probably still always do that. But the other day, we filmed a video because we got a brand deal for, like, a decent amount of money. And I was like, bro, let's do a video where we just give back, feel good. So we did paying for people's gas. We haven't put it up yet. It might be up at the time you see this.
It'll be up.
It'll be up. And when we went out that day, bro, it felt so good just doing it. And I hope it does good, but people love drama. That's why people love, like, the antagonistic stuff. But I think that's where I would want to go. Like, if we can give back and do stuff like that, that video made me feel so good. Like, after we were done filming, it wasn't like oh, man, dude, like, I just pissed that person off, like, but it's going to go viral. No, it was like, dude, we made so many people's day. Like, we made this one lady's day. Her name was Miss B. And I walked up to her. Legend. One of the coolest people we ever met in the years of filming. I go up to her. I'm like, yo, Miss B, how much did it take to fill the tank? She was like, I haven't filled it since COVID. And I was like, here you go. Pull out like $60. And she starts going, no way, right? Nick's filming it, feeling like we were feeling so good that day. And then I was like, Miss B, but what about the next tank? And I pull out like another $40, give it to her. And she wasn't crying, but she was like, yo, this is making my like day. So we had like I don't know how much money we had, but I had a bunch of money in my pocket. And we were supposed to use it for different scenes to help a bunch of people, and we did. But I literally pulled out like, I was like, yo, what about the next tank? And I pulled like a bunch more money, give it to her. And she was like, yo, stop, Ricky, you're going to give me a heart attack. And I was like, Miss B, I don't want to give you a heart attack, but this tank's full, and the next tank's full, and the next one, but what about the one after that? And I literally we gave her the rest of the money for that scene. And just like stuff like that, if I could do that, that's all that matters to me. Like, we've made a lot, and obviously it's about running businesses and in the future. We haven't made enough to like be able to be like, yo, we don't need to work forever. But I think being yourself is the key. And like, I don't know if I went on a random tangent right there. But
That was solid.
What was the question? What was
The
the question?
question was...
I think I don't know if it answered the question. That was a good story. I don't know if it answered the question though.
yeah, answer
it
it.
kind
You
of
answer
did,
it.
like, what from a content perspective, like, where
Yeah,
do
yeah.
you see your guys' stuff? And honestly, like, if someone asked me that when I was in my prime, I would probably give some weird answer too. So it's not an easy thing to answer.
I think even when me and Ricky were living in LA, like, we thought about it, and like even Jack would think about it too. Like, we all realized like a couple months in, we're like, we are spending like a lot of money. We could be doing so much other stuff with this money, and we kind of all realized that. That was a big reason why me and Ricky were like, yo, we gotta go. So then, like, while we were talking out there though, me and Ricky were like, bro, for the amount that we're paying out here, we could literally like go film a video at a city, and it would be cheaper to do that every week, or like just like go on like a trip every week, film a video in a different city, like at the craziest place, because not all the crazy stuff is in like driving range from here. So just fly across the country and go to different places and film like crazy videos, and that would still be cheaper. And we were like, bro, like why don't we do that?
And stay at the nicest hotels.
Yeah,
Like,
and it would be cheaper.
We should do that.
Yeah, that's what we're
That's what we've been talking about.
Yeah, that's like kind of what so like instead of like before we moved out there, we would do a lot of stuff like around here, where we live. And then part of the reason, like in the video that we said we're moving to LA, I'm pretty sure we were like, we're going to LA because like we've done everything around here. Yeah.
Been kicked out of every Walmart, every Target within the tri-state area.
Yeah, something like that. But then we were like but it took going to LA to realize like we can just go on a plane and fly, and it like makes sense. Like maybe I understand how maybe it wouldn't make sense for you because it's hard to do that if you're like a one-man team.
Yeah.
That's like a lot of stress and pressure, I'm sure too.
Yeah.
And like we were getting more views, so it just like it would make more sense.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
for
saying?
Sure. Yeah, no, also people listening to this, we never really had this conversation really like since you guys have came back though.
No.
With everything. Yeah, so like this is still like this is straight up a lot of new shit here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're having a real conversation.
Yeah,
for
it's like
real.
legit. People bet. So, but damn,
And
it's
one more
so
thing, I'll
crazy.
add one more thing to that actually makes sense, is there was no business transactions between us. So we were all just friends. We didn't
Yeah.
know how to hire someone. We didn't know, oh, how much do we pay? We edited all our own videos for like the past 5 years, bro. Like every single video. So there was no like, oh, how much do we pay an editor? We're figuring all this stuff out on the fly, asking other YouTubers that have been doing it in LA. And then we get back here and we're like, yo, what do we do? So then we never had to pay anyone because everyone came, and we'd give people money just here and there, just cause. But then that's why we hired Mason. So like he's on payroll. He's on payroll.
Like,
Yeah.
for the people that are watching this, like they don't know, like I literally helped you guys out for like a couple years at least.
Oh,
And
yeah,
and I helped
us and
Rohan
Rohan,
out.
yeah.
I helped Rohan out for years too, or maybe like I don't know, like a year or two. And like honestly, it ain't even about the money for me. Like I genuinely like had fun. I have fun like no matter what. Like like last night we were out in Orlando filming at the hotel.
Overnight in Water Park.
Yeah, overnight in Water Park if it's out now. But like it's just like it's not like the craziest like things, but it's just like fun, like hang out with my friends, like filming a video.
But
And like it might be childish, but like bro, I have so much fun doing it. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, there was just that's all that matters. But eventually, and like you said, it's like not about the money. But like even like for Rohan, it wasn't about the money like when he was helping us. But eventually, like when you're a kid, money is not really a concern to you because it doesn't really play too much of an effect in your life. But then eventually there comes a point where you have to decide, like you can't just be helping us film Overnight Challenge at Water Park like for free.
Yeah.
Like when like 10 years down the line.
Like you
'Cause
can't
then
be
what are you
30
do-
with a family. Yo, we're playing hide and seek. Can you come, Mace?
Yeah.
Shoot, I gotta tuck the kids into bed, but I'll come right after that, boy.
And like meanwhile you guys are like making like millions of dollars, like buying like all these houses and shit, and like
So that's when Nick and I said
I'm living in a cardboard box.
we never sat down. Rohan,
Tucking the kid into a piece of cardboard.
we never sat down with Rohan and had these conversations because he was doing good, we were doing good.
Yeah.
It was a mutual benefit. But now, like, you're not that you're don't have your own channel, but like,
Yeah.
it's not your focus. So Nick and I sat down and we're like, okay, we can go hire someone that maybe is a professional filmer and a
Yeah.
professional this, and this, or pay someone professionally to be in our videos. But why wouldn't we rather just pay one of our friends that we already know is going to have good vibes?
And like he was already like Mason was already been in the videos like a bunch, and he was already like down and like doing the stuff, and we're like we just like realized like, all right, Mason, he's not gonna be just doing this for free forever. Like he's got his own life, he's got stuff that he's got money to make, he's got food, he has to eat food too.
And
you
I
know?
can easily learn like how to be a great photographer or videographer or whatever you guys need me to do. Like I can learn.
But what you
over
can't learn
time.
though,
Yeah.
but what you can learn is how to have good vibes,
Yeah.
and just click and mesh.
And we just happen to click like over the years. We just click. We have the same sense of humor. Like
I'd
we
rather
all
keep-
we enjoy doing the same things, and we just get along. And it's fucking unbelievable.
Key.
It's great.
Yeah, piggyback on the point with no,
That's
Like,
right.
the fact that Mason and Evan, whoever did so much like free work,
For
free
real.
labor.
For real.
Yeah.
Even from my perspective, I was like, shit. Like if I want to grow this, I can't really pay anyone.
You feel bad,
is it,
too.
Is it fair for me to keep
Yeah.
asking Mason to take time out of his days to come helping me? Like, no, it's not fair. It's
Yeah,
not
and
even
you
close.
can't-
It's not even close to being fair.
and, like,
So
you
how
can't
do I
expect-
justify this
No.
as a business?
You
like,
can't
owner?
expect it. Like
No.
we can't like back in the day, like we would like ask like Mason, like, yo, can you help film? But it's like there's a good chance he says no, and if he says no, you just have to be like, okay, he says no, he's doing whatever he wants to do. But now there comes a point where you're like, all right, now if we're paying him, then it's just more like all right, let's get stuff done too. Especially when we're paying him, because it's like we don't want to pay him to just do nothing. So it's like, all right, how much can we do now?
Wait, because if you're like back in the day, like if you're you're not paying me like back in the day, right?
I don't
It's
think
like,
anyone was even thinking of it.
Like I wasn't even thinking of it, but it's like
Yeah.
people don't know. Like I could be doing other stuff with my time, so like that's why you guys had to come out and be like, yo, like we're gonna offer to hire you and we'll pay you and you're gonna be here at this time and I'll be there. But it's like I don't know. I just had to say that because back in the day I could easily be saying no and going to make money with something else.
Yeah, no
And-
doubt, dude.
I don't know.
I mean, dude, it's just so crazy. Like what I've learned myself for the past 17 months. Like if I said yes to everything you guys are filming, I wouldn't even be close to where I'm at today.
No.
Not even close. Who knows what the fuck I'd be doing? So it just the time management thing so important. Knowing what you want to do, all that stuff. I think you guys got fucking hands up. What's up?
My hand was up first, teacher. I just want to say one thing. I meant to say this earlier when we were talking about like saying no. But when you say no to one thing, you're saying yes
to something else.
Yeah, yes to something else, which is a lot of that time is yourself. Exactly. Which is not like maybe like you feel bad when you start saying like no in the beginning, but then you got to realize you got to respect yourself more and put yourself first over anything. At the end of the day, pretty much.
Yeah, and in 2021, I was definitely gambling on myself a lot too. I definitely had doubt. I was like, shit, man, like, is this what I should be doing? I feel like it is. I'm doing really well. I don't know where it's gonna take me, right?
Yeah.
I kind of had I knew I was doing good work. I didn't know it would. It's just I did have some doubts, but
like when you're going into like the business stuff.
Yeah, like going into the office, I'm doing good shit, but you never know how shit's gonna play out. You really never do know, and you got to be ready for anything. So crazy. I mean, it's just, and then the whole culture piece. I want to touch on this.
Okay. How
important culture is. I got hired to do a job, and they were looking for someone with like 4 to 6 years of experience. And I remember like a recruiter hit me up, and they said, "Hey, it's between you, someone who's like 28's been doing this for years. It's between him and you." They basically they said they don't really know who they want to go with, but they really like you and they want to give you a job. They just don't really know what it looks like just because they like you.
That's how it is.
They understand the value you can have in the long term. You're only 23. There's so much there. Ultimately, I ended up getting the gig not because of my competence. It was almost like the future competence that I'll be able to provide. Like, I was competent, but now once I got in there, I was like, oh, fuck, I'm not really that competent.
What does competent mean?
Like, you're able to do what you're doing. Like, if you hire him to edit, that dude's incompetent. Right?
Right now.
No, right now. But you guys have some hardcore edits. Like, Mason can do some basic, he can cut shit up, put a thing on it. But you guys have high quality shit.
Yeah, I can put some basic text on that.
No, he can.
Times New Roman.
But, like, there's some things I got in there from day one. I'm like, fuck. Like,
but sometimes I think it's, what's it called? The being someone that people like.
That's all that matters.
That's all it is, dude.
And it just opens doors, too.
It is. It's so huge. Like, my boss, I told him in my interview, I remember asking, like, yo, what do you like to do? I had a conversation. We connected. We were both runners. We both like soccer, like sports. Asked him about his kids. We connected on so many levels. That mattered. And a lot of people hiring in my job.
Wait, the job that you're at now? Or,
or
the one that
the big,
your intern one?
Yeah, the big one. And we connected well. There was so much there. It wasn't just, I can do X, Y, and Z. All right, bye.
Yeah.
Like, we had a conversation. Like, it made sense. So it's important. And then, this is all to say. I remember Nick posting on Instagram story saying, all right, we're looking for a video editor. You got to be a hard worker. You got to be able to, and then do some other bullshit. And at the time, I was like, oh, fuck. Why are you, if hard worker, and this isn't, I'm not bashing you guys, but
hey,
for anyone watching this who, I'm sure there's going to be some business owners out there and you're trying to find someone. I think working smart and almost, I think if I were to word it right now, instead of saying I need a hard worker, what I would say is I need someone who can handle adversity well. And then obviously you have to have the base level skills, right? You got to be able to edit video, right? You have to have experience editing video. You have to have a portfolio. But then I wouldn't put hard worker on there. First of all, if you can edit video, you're probably already a hard worker.
But it's like the reliability. Like hard work, reliability go hand in hand, I feel like. And you don't want someone, you give them video and then you might never get it back.
But then someone who's applying for the job and who already has a portfolio probably already checked the hard worker box. So instead of saying hard worker, and you can say hard worker.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
You want to be looking for a smarter worker. You want to be asking questions like, if this adversity comes up, like if you say, okay, I can edit this video and give it to you by X date, but so something comes up, how do you handle the situation? Oh shit, your grandma dies, something happens. How does that work? So I wouldn't ever really say
that was a lot to put into a little Instagram story.
No, there is a lot. Hard worker is like a high level. I need someone who isn't a bitch. Competent. I just said bitch, but like who isn't incompetent, basically.
Someone who's willing to actually work.
Like, I don't need a little bitch.
It's a general requirement because you'd be surprised how many little Fortnite edits we'd get that were made on TikTok.
No hate though. No hate. But it's like there's levels. There's levels.
There's levels, bro. There's big levels.
There's levels.
But
so you narrow it down, and then after we got in the emails, the nitty gritty, then we start asking those questions like, you know what I mean?
I feel it. Yeah.
So it's kind of like a narrow
for something different. But if you go on any. I can't imagine big corporate places or even jobs are not really saying are you a hard worker? Like, it's kind of
Yeah.
implied almost.
Yeah,
which
but
is
it's a
why,
whole
like,
different thing.
It's a whole different thing for sure.
Because ever since you left, it made us like, we never really had to think about the things we had to think about until you left. Not left, but like until you were like, yo, I'm working like a job.
yeah.
So then after that, we were all we had to like discuss like, all right, if we don't hire Mason, he's probably gonna keep doing his thing, doing his thing, and he is gonna keep doing his thing. But a couple, like, who knows if it turns into something? I hope it does, because that's gonna be the best thing ever if we can all just film vids. And Mason's like, yo, I'm making more than I would be able to make if it gets to that point, hopefully. But like, if we don't hire him now, he's gonna do his thing. He's gonna move on, just like how you did, just like how Evan did. And it'll be me and Nick, and we'll have to hire someone. So why not give it a shot? That's why we went on the road trip. I think we've tried a bunch of different things, and before we were lucky to not really have any major failures in the first couple years of us filming. No drastic.
Like, it's crazy how good it worked.
It is insane.
It was a perfect
It
storm.
worked so good.
Too
Like,
well.
very, very well.
Like-
Just like this.
Like, I think I took it for granted, because after I was like, dang, bro, that's how life is supposed to be, bro.
Even
You know?
me too,
Bro.
though. Even me too, though. I definitely take it for granted for sure. Another piece too. Like, I still can't see myself working for like a big corporate company my whole life as well. Like, I do want to start something, but it does have to financially make sense.
And
Like,
you
what
gotta-
are you doing with the YouTube thing? Like,
So yeah,
you said RTV picks, but what exactly are you going to start doing, and when are you doing it?
like sports betting, right? Obviously, that market's so lucrative. There's so
Jake
much
Paul
money
started
there.
this whole thing now,
Jake Paul
too.
just started a whole company about it. I just want to, and I was like, okay, if I'm going to do YouTube, I got to hire a team. So I brought Evan on and my brother. My brother has been sports betting guru, right? He's a numbers guy like me. And so we're just going to put out content. Actually, like, I've kind of dabbled into it the last 2 years, but I haven't been able to fully do it because I never had a team. So now I got people who can do it, even if I'm not able to give the time there, who can still get the content up. That's what I want to do. I could lose money off it. I don't give a shit. It's what I want to do. It's what makes me happy.
Like, you're
And
passionate.
So dumb
about
it down, though. Dumb it down, though, for the people
Yeah, so
watching.
we're
Like, what
gonna
exactly are you doing, and what exactly are your employees going to be doing, or the people that were working for
Yeah.
you doing?
And
So-
what are you gonna be like? What is the type of stuff that you're gonna be posting this on RohanTV YouTube?
Yeah, so you'll see every Wednesday night I'll post a 4 to 8 minute podcast about what I'm putting my money on. So free picks, like, hey, I'm picking the Bengals, Bucks, whatever, right? We're gonna, repurpose that content on TikTok, Instagram, whatever. And that'll be Evan's job to kind of cut that up, post it out there. So I don't got to think about it. I got to turn the camera on, record it. That's his job. I don't not got to think about editing the video.
Oh, so Evan's not going to be in the video then?
No, so it's only me. I'm kind of the face
And he's just
of it
cutting
for
it up
now.
for you and
He's-
editing
yeah,
it?
He's kind of just like the content guy.
Oh,
Okay.
what the
Ravi's
hell?
going to be more so collaborating with me on picks. So he's always,
So if you're like, yo, the Bengals are going to win, he's going to be like, RTV, I know you love the Bengals. I do too, but we got to think about this strategically. They taking L's right now.
no. So how we have it set up is Ravi's giving me the picks, and
Okay,
then
smart.
I'll come back to him, and then we'll come back on a middle ground, and then that's when we're gonna go make that video. And then I guess the way we monetize it is we've had talks with DraftKings, obviously, some other books. That boy Jerry, you already know, one of my old managers. I think he took
What
this.
about Jake Paul?
Jake Paul's
Paul's new thing.
better, bet better.
Yeah.
That better's pretty sweet.
Yo,
That's fun, too.
shout out to Rohan's manager. Me and Nick have a couple managers. Our dad, our boy Gidon, who is a hoss, and then Jerry.
Yeah.
This guy is legendary. Jerry is legendary.
The money that dude's made me is just absurd.
Dude, because Rohan, bro, let's be honest, bro. When's the last time you posted on YouTube?
Can't even.
Can't even remember.
Oh, I guess Bengals Super Bowl, but that was like a bullshit.
The numbers are way down for
Yeah.
our TV right now
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you're
yeah.
focused on business.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
This
really.
guy, Jerry, just got this man a brand deal for Puma sneakers out of nowhere. This guy ain't even wearing sneakers right now. Show the socks. And they're Adidas.
Under
Armour.
bro.
Like, this guy, Jerry's crazy the way he gets stuff.
Jerry just loves me, man. I don't know.
And it's your energy. Because
Yeah.
there are so many more people who should be getting those deals. But
Yes.
Jerry, well, and shout out to Jerry because let's get a hashtag Jerry in the comments.
Hashtag Jerry, bro.
because he loves you so much, and you've talked about me and Nick highly, he loves me and Nick too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like he's got us a couple things already, and we just started talking to him like a couple months.
No doubt. So basically, to wrap it up, 15 seconds,
Yeah.
we're going to be posting NFL content strictly around sports betting, our best bets, our picks. You can get free content, but then if you want the premium, really good shit, you can go to our website. You can buy like a subscription to what we're saying. So we're going to give you analysis, details, right? That goody good shit on how we can try and make you money. That's the ultimate goal. So that's kind of what we're doing. It's my passion. It's what I like to do. Work for free. It's what I like to do.
And what are you doing now to like promote it or to
so right
get
now
it started?
We're working on.
Because I feel like you
content.
should be starting like. This is a topic we could have off.
He's
off-
promoting
off
on the
camera,
number one
but-
podcast right now.
So that's one piece. But the second piece is I think a lot of it comes down to if we put out picks week 1, like, hey, we're going to do this, and then we show people, hey, we hit on 4 out of the 5, 3 out of the 5, 5 out of the 6, 7 out of the 8, and we just keep building on the fact that we're hitting, right?
Mm-hmm.
That sells itself. Oh, fuck, these guys are hitting. That's what's good. We haven't had a game to really pick on and show what we can do yet. So, I mean, we can say, hey, follow us, but ain't nobody going to follow us because we haven't done
Are you going to
shit.
add in like fantasy football stuff too, or no?
Not really. We're going to keep it straight down to making money.
Because that's what I was going to say. I was going to say like right now you could kind of promote it with like what your best fantasy outlooks are.
But
and,
I got
you
too
know.
much going on. You know,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I got other things making money. So it,
And who even knows, man? Because the door is not closed. Like,
no.
we still might do something in the future. I
Yeah.
can definitely see it happening of Nick and I and Mason keep on doing our thing. Rohan and Evan are doing their thing.
Yeah.
And Ravi, Rohan's brother. And then the thing is, it takes a very special idea and a very right set of circumstances to create the perfect storm, just like how we made our YouTube channel. And say a couple years down the line, one of us has a crazy idea. We mention it. The other people are like, okay, that could be a thing. We start brainstorming. That's how things happen. So I wouldn't put it beside the point of all of us creating something in the future. Like, I don't know. I couldn't even tell you what it would be. But there's definitely a possibility. We were about to create something, and then you got that job.
Oh, it's not a possibility. It's going to happen. We're gonna start
manifesting.
something.
Yeah, no, I think too.
Something crazy is going to happen within the next 5 years of all of us combined.
Also geographically, like the whole. I've been in Fort Myers for the past I haven't been in town all the time. Like I've been kind of all over.
We've
the
been
place
out of
as well.
town, too.
You guys been out of town. Like we haven't been together really since
This is our first time seeing each other in like what? Like
a month.
yeah.
A month. Yeah.
Since the Keys?
How many times have we seen each other this year? Like I can probably
Handful.
count them on my hands.
And how many times would we see each other in the other years? Every
Every day.
It's every
So-
day, bro.
Yeah, but I'll be back. in
That
Tampa,
Disney
yeah.
Channel flow.
There's a lot there, but man, yeah, it's crazy shit. Man.
I think we definitely, honestly, we will create something. And who
Yeah.
knows when it is, what it is. But know when it happens, all the OGs are going to be like, dang, bro, that's crazy that those boys are hitting again.
We're young too, man. It's just crazy though. I mean, this dude's like what, 20?
19.
Still a teenager, bro.
That's crazy. But yeah, no, we're all really young, man. Even dude, I was the youngest person in the office today. Sitting in the office, I was at a meeting today. I was the youngest kid in there. 23.
far?
Yeah, it's crazy. Good times coming to Tampa, man. That's all I gotta say, bro. That's all I gotta say. I got some good.
We're about to run it up. We're all going to run it up, boys.
Oh, buddy, big things coming, man. Let's go.
Can we expect you to be? You're gonna come on again ever? That it was what it is.
Yeah, man. You know, you just gotta hit me up with that schedule, dude. I think I scheduled this like 2 weeks out.
Yeah.
I think I hit you up at the end of July saying, all right, boys, August 10th, I'll be in town. The evening works the best for me. Like, I'm dialed every day. Like, you got to come to me at least 2 days in advance if you want to fit something in there. Because I got shit going on, whether it's family or whatever.
We scheduled it a couple times, and he was like, "Yep, something came up."
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, "Dang, bro,
Yeah.
he's like that now."
Yeah, a day before won't really – it's tough, bro. You got to be –
But it's helped us because we were so bad at that.
Yeah.
We would wait till the morning of and be like, "All right, boys, this is what we're doing. Come." We still do
And,
that
and
to
that's
some
part of the
extent.
reason why, like, where I come in handy sometimes, because I kind of try to help stay organized. Because
Yeah.
I have, like, I'm not just working with you guys. Like, I'm working some other part-time jobs, and so like I kind of have to make sure we stay organized.
Yeah, it's like shoot. If we want Mason to come and be there that day, and we need him, it's like, all right, let's plan out what we're doing, and when we need
Yeah.
Mason so he can do his stuff.
And also the way that we're paying Mason for like the day, we try to make the most of the day, which I think is helping so much.
Yeah.
Because
Like sometimes I'm here like 12, bro. We're together like sometimes like double shifts. Like if I work a part-time job and I'm getting paid like $17 an hour, $18 an hour, I'm there for like 8 hours. But with you guys, I'm there like more than 8 to 10 hours. Like I'm probably there like 12 hours at least.
Depending on the day.
Depending on
Depending on the day.
Yesterday, overnight challenge.
The past
Definitely.
couple times it's been like 12-hour days.
Yeah.
So you're saying like your hours don't always match like what?
But it don't matter because at the end of the day, like
Yeah.
I'm happy and I'm having fun and
But
like
then it also
I'm here for the long
incentivizes-
run. Like I know that
Yeah.
we're gonna do something.
It incentivizes Mason to like, because sometimes the time, like if we're there for like 10 hours, sometimes we're there for 4, sometimes we're there for 6, sometimes we're there for 8. it incentivizes it because sometimes you can make those 12-hour days 4-hour days.
Exactly.
But we don't because we be slooping around sometimes. But we're getting better and better at that, and that's all you can do. Right?
Yep. And I think that's gonna wrap it up.
Yeah,
I don't know how long we've been going, but it's
I think almost two.
long time.
Yeah.
It might be our longest episode. Is it?
Shit was
Really?
RTV, any closing words?
I would say, I gotta say to anyone out there, biggest keys, man. Honestly, though. What's that
What are
painting?
they?
What's that painting on your wall?
On my wall?
Was it in there? Or is
Which
it this
one?
house? It's
I
like
got
you
a
gotta
lot of paintings.
You gotta take the risk, right?
The Mona Lisa.
Oh, take a risk? Take the risk? That's it?
That's all it says.
Take the risk or
I have a
lose
bunch
the
of paintings,
chance.
like hard work
It was
beats
in here.
talent.
It said like you gotta take the risk, or you gotta take. The,
Oh, take the leap. And it's the guy jumping across from cliff to cliff? That
Yeah,
one?
you gotta just do shit. Learn what you like to do. Go after it. That's the key.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple and make it make sense. Keep it stupid. Keep it simple. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's all I gotta say, man. Just keep it simple, man. Don't overthink shit and get after it.
Thank you for coming on, sir, and we're excited to have you on for another one sometime. So, guys, make sure you show some love right now. Show some love to our TV, and let him know how much you guys appreciate him for taking time out of his busy schedule to hop on here, and let him know that you want him back for part number 2.
Let's go. The hot man, the choker, baby.
Hey, man.
Yes,
Part
sir!